Well, hello.
Hello there.
We didn't see you there.
What's up, family?
What's up? It's Ray.
And Ty. And we're late, like always, man. We supposed to be on this joint really at 8. Wonder what
Don't
happened.
look at me.
Wonder what happened.
Don't look at me.
We ain't gonna point no fingers.
Yeah. Yes. So we wanted to make sure we got on here because if you didn't know, we've been trying to make sure we stick to our Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday new video schedule. And
Yep.
when we don't post a new full video, we like to post a live.
Yep.
And that's why we're here.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're going to show up. You heard?
Always.
Look, what? Shout out to my mom.
Tamika Little up in this joint. What's up, Mama T?
Talking about wow.
I wonder who she is.
What are you up to, young lady?
Yeah. Let's turn that on.
Oh, sorry. Ignore that. But yes, so it's funny. We've been doing a lot of deep diving, and we just trying to make sure we keep on bringing y'all some good stuff. We want to make sure we telling y'all our story, and we just start digging, and we even started taking a YouTube class, and we just thought it would be interesting to find out, how did you find us?
Right.
Like, we are really interested in knowing, how did you find us? And along with that, it'd be great to know, like, where are you tuning in from?
Yeah, if you feel comfortable sharing. And don't forget to like this video, too.
Hey, what's up, T?
What's going on?
In the house.
T, what's up?
What's up? What are you up to? Feel free to let us know. Like, how did you find us? Which video made you be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and see what they about.
Doing.
Right. What they up to.
Mm-hmm. What y'all into?
Yeah.
SS, what's going on?
What's up,
Joyce,
SS?
what's up?
Yes. Feel free. Feel free to ask us about the homeschool program that we use.
Ask us about anything.
We actually use, I'm not sure if you know which homeschool program we use. If you don't, it's Me Academy. Shout out to them. We're actually trying to refresh our partnership. So, yeah. But, yeah, we use them. Feel free to let us know your questions.
We got a couple more, too. Let me see. Joyce says Seattle, Washington coming in through.
Hey,
shout out to Seattle.
What's up, Joyce?
I want to go to Seattle.
Hey, ATL in the house.
Hey.
Okay. Grandma's house renovation. Damn, look, we need to keep a tally.
Right.
Like,
we're trying to see something.
We need to keep a tally. Like, Grandma's house. She said, I can't believe I finally caught a live.
Yes, I was just about to say that
so
too.
Happy.
Like, you finally.
Hey, T made it.
It seemed like every time we said we was about to go live, and we was telling you like, oh, we about to go live, something happened, and we don't end up going live.
Dang.
And that was before like we had like our schedule, like our posting schedule. So now it's like, even though what if we did make like Thursdays our live days?
Thursdays live days.
Yeah.
It is funny because Tuesday and Thursday are so close together. We literally be like, dang, they're about to step on each other trying to figure out how we about to hurry up and get a video. No, not literally.
Like, oh, what's next? What's next?
Right.
Even though we got so many videos that we could post.
It's just about editing it in time, and then sometimes it be like, we gotta be able to catch up with stuff that we didn't do.
Yeah.
So that might be a good idea to try to make this a thing. Thursday lives. What y'all think about that?
Right.
Wow. Another. Hold on. What's up, Dama girl? She said I found you when you were remodeling your grandma's house.
That's another one. Okay.
So I feel like we really need some freaking paper. I'll put it in my phone.
The phone.
I'm just really curious. I want to see how this adds up because we're just really interested in what video brought y'all here. We want to make sure we giving y'all more of what y'all came here for. We want to make y'all happy.
And we definitely got some grandma house videos though.
On the way,
like,
some updates.
That's what we've been doing like up to like last week, or not even last week. Shoot, the other day. We pretty much been over there doing like the final touches of the renovations and stuff that needs to be done over there. Yeah, so her porch was bad, so we rebuilt half of the porch, got that boy back stable, rebuilt some new steps, handrails, the whole shebang, biggie.
Yep, so more progress over there. Gonna definitely share that with y'all.
Right, and we got a subscriber over there too, and it's pretty crazy because they live like right across the street.
Oh my god, so crazy.
It's funny that and like some of the neighbors was like outside watching like while I was doing it, so it's like they pretty much got a sneak peek like, oh snaps. So that was actually pretty cool too. Like they came over and was like, oh, I actually watched this, or one of them walked up and was like, oh, did y'all get the RV yet?
Right.
Pick out which one y'all's gonna get. So that was actually pretty cool.
Yes, and I'm curious, since y'all came in on Grandma's house renovation, is there anything you're looking forward to seeing? Like, ooh, I can't wait till they post about this, or I'm interested in seeing this. Like, I'm also curious about that.
Right. Let's catch up too, cause
we're behind.
Joyce said found you from Mrs. Got the video out of serving the tennis papers.
Hey,
she was so kind. Then SS says tuning in from the mountains of North Carolina.
Hey,
shout out to North Carolina. Are you in part of the mountains that got like messed up with that big flood that happened down there? Was that North Carolina? Or I think that was North Carolina. It seemed like it was like a mountain region that got pretty much wiped.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope you're okay. Oh my lord.
Alabama girl said, don't leave out Alabama.
Don't leave with, yeah.
Definitely can't leave out Alabama. Shout out Alabama.
Right, shout out to y'all.
And then Angela. What's up, Angela?
Hey.
She said, y'all just popped up on when I was searching black family contractors. So glad y'all popped up on your channel. Hey, that's raw.
That's actually cool.
That's pretty cool right there.
I'm so happy you found us.
That's crazy that we popped up.
Wow, under wait, it was black family contractors?
Yeah.
Wow. Because we want to make sure we reach more of y'all. So we're trying to do more things to reach y'all. Because
it's crazy because, I don't know. I think our videos, I don't think YouTube really found the people who still watch us. Like, a bunch of y'all coming from, like, the Grandma House video we've been seeing. And then just like how you just said you searched that's, like, pretty cool. But we want to know, like, what people looking for.
Right.
That actually watch us so we can pop up and, more people like y'all. More people like us, because we watch us too. Jody said, I call your house the generation house because the kids are always a part of the build. Yep.
Hey,
for sure. I like that name right there.
The generation house, I like that.
T said, I'm in the bed at probably 8 p.m. That's how I keep my youthful appearance.
You know what?
Sure.
I'm trying to get like you, okay? Because I be trying to hang with him for real, and it don't be working out. I be falling asleep and everything. I'm trying to get like you, though.
No, I think in my head I be like, oh, I need to finish doing this, so I'm about to. It's still some of the day left, so I'm about to. Sometimes I don't need to be sleepy.
YouTube is just
interesting. So you be like. I'm gonna keep on keeping. Angela said, I watch everything, even your shorts. Definitely appreciate that.
Aww.
Tamika said, nice art glass.
Thank you, Mama.
I would drink off her stuff. She ain't got me sick.
No,
that is so crazy. She got me sick.
This hurt my feelings that he say I got him sick because I literally was making sure I didn't cough his way. Man.
And I still got sick.
And y'all wanna know what he be doing? Talking about some, babe, come here. Come
this how I got sick with her like that. She like, oh, I was sick when she was sick. She like, oh, just give me a kiss on my forehead. Like everything is sick on your face. She be coughing and stuff and got me messed up. Crazy.
Look at my face. Look at my roof.
Look, and we still behind. Okay. T said, how do you guys get the entire family to help with the work? I love it. Sure. Well, when it comes to like our little ones, I think they probably just find it interesting sometimes, or sometimes they tablet and or our daughter, and she be like, all right, I guess I'll find something else to do. Mm-hmm. Like they just move on to the next thing. Like, all right, what can I do?
Right.
Like, all right, you can do this, and it'd be fun too when you make it fun for them. Oh, they really interested.
Right. It's actually funny because our son, it's like he's starting to want to join on his own. Like he is like, oh, I want to help. I want to help. The only thing with him is he is like he think he know how to do it already.
Man.
So it's like
and he moved dangerous.
Yeah. When you got those type of tools that can really hurt you, it's hard to just be like, okay, here, you can do it. It's like trying to gauge him, kind of like, hold on.
Right.
Like,
slow down,
you gotta do this. And even how you brought up the tablet thing, it's funny because even when it comes to tablets, we don't even let them just be on the tablets no more. Mm-hmm. Like, we try to encourage them to, like, you know, think of creative ways to have fun. Even when the weather is bad outside, we're like, okay, you know, go build, or, you know, we even try to encourage them to have their own, like, businesses. Mm-hmm. Like, even with Ava, she kind of is, like, into the hairstyling. So we kind of try to put her into that. So usually when we fixing on the house and stuff, she not like that interested in helping fix the house, but it is her time where she'll be like, ooh, like that look interesting. I want to jump in on that.
Right.
And I even
like
feel
today when we went over there.
Yeah, she was just like, okay, I'm done doing that. Like I want to do this.
You got something for me to do in here.
Right. Yep. And even with her, we're even trying to get her more into like maybe even making us a kids book. We're trying to get her to, you know, write out stories because she loves like writing stories and getting like super creative. So we've been trying to encourage her in that way to kind of help with this too.
Yep.
I think that might have poured a little bit out, but okay.
No, that's perfect. And Joyce said those stilts were hilarious, and yeah. I'm not even gonna lie. I had to try them out. I always wanted to try out stilts. And I'm like, oh, they left them here. Perfect time. But I think, man, I should have put on my boots. If I had my boots on, I think I would have had a little bit more stability. You know?
You think?
And then the other ones, I should have tried on the other stilts. The ones I put on, them boys kind of raggedy, like old school type. The other ones had cushions around the ankle, so I probably could have tightened them up nice and tight.
Man. Right.
Yeah, and then probably could have been dancing around that joint. I'm end up getting some one day, and just I'm outside walking with them joints. That's why I wanted to go outside, but I probably would have told myself up.
Man, that mess was so hilarious. Like just the way you were looking though.
It's crazy.
Oh my god.
It was the shoes, and it's like if they was like stiff with my legs, then it would have been different because I would have been able to, you know what I'm saying. But them boys was wobbly. And even when I seen the dude with them on. Like, he was tight walking, like, boat-legged. So, it was like, that's how he was able to control them. So, yeah, they was probably a little off. I should have put the other ones on. They looked a little better. So, I blame the stilts.
Man.
And Miss Carmen in this joint. What's up, Miss Carmen?
Hey, Miss Carmen.
And Barbara. Barbara, what's going on?
Barbara, what's up?
My bad, y'all. I'm trying to catch up.
Let's just say he the one with the 2020.
Joyce said, I want to see that bathroom done. I think that's going to be the biggest difference. Yes, because if anybody seen the original bathroom, what was in the original bathroom, crazy.
Oh, even the tub, like, oh my gosh.
Crazy.
Oh, also, we like to tell everybody if there's a video we end up kind of bringing up and you're like, hey, I didn't see that video. I want to see that video. Let us know because I can drop it in the comment section. Yep. The video we're talking about.
Yeah, we got a bunch of videos. It's funny because, like, even I was going past through our like our old videos. Man, we got a bunch of videos from the past. I'm not even gonna lie, if y'all see some of the videos back then. That's when we ain't had no filter. We ain't know the rules with ass and stuff like that.
Man.
So Ray had a real potty mouth.
Are you serious?
Right. Next question. Hold on.
Man,
We got the next one.
You ain't about to get past that one.
Nope. SS said, nope, I'm on the eastern part of the state up near Virginia, not Tennessee. Okay.
Okay.
And then T said, I'm just here for the blow up. I feel it in my bones. Big
Hey,
things are
ooh.
happening. It makes me smile every time I think about it.
Let's
Hey,
go. Hey, I
that's what I
love
feel.
it.
Thank you.
Truly appreciate that. You feeling what we feeling, family.
Yes.
Feeling what we feeling.
For sure.
That's funny. Just gotta stay true to us.
Yes.
And that's gonna be
Don't make us tear up over here. Okay, SS said, did some binge watching on all your videos as cleaning service owner for 30 years. I enjoy watching you clean while he repaired the rentals.
Oh,
Hey, appreciate
thank
that.
you. Oh my goodness. Appreciate the support. You said you
Mhm.
done binge. Truly appreciate that. Because we're
Yes.
trying to make sure, like, since a lot of people are coming from the grandma's house renovation, we wanted to make sure they know, like, we have other videos. Because,
Right.
you know, sometimes it can seem like, oh, that's it?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they probably, because they more, I don't know, YouTube probably recommend like our video after that, but they might recommend a different video. Like that's still that type.
Gotcha.
Right.
Right.
So it's like, and some people probably think it was just like a one hitter.
Exactly.
Like, oh, they only fixed that. Like, no,
Right,
we got
like that
something.
was it.
I think this hoarder house one was crazy. Even though the house we did before was raccoon house, it's like we always run into like dang on rodents or just something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of house that we buy and we can afford.
Right.
So we just get busy with them raggedy things that don't nobody want to touch.
Man, get it how you live.
Barbara said, I found you on YouTube. I love watching your channel. You make my day all the time. I enjoy watching you and your family so much. You bring joy into my heart. Thank you so much.
Barbara.
Hey, we really appreciate that, Barbara.
Yes, like
Big
y'all
time,
bring
sir.
joy to us too.
Yes, like for real. Especially when y'all be leaving comments and stuff.
Yes.
That stuff just be sure.
Even
more
how
motivation
y'all
for
in
us too.
here, yeah, like how y'all just in here, just pouring out,
Actually,
talking to us.
we be feeling like we real family, like we texting each other.
Right.
Like when y'all comment, they feel like us just texting y'all like, ha.
Right.
Like that's crazy. Even when we post our shirts and stuff.
Right.
That be raw. That's like we really love this for real.
Right.
Like we love chopping it up with y'all. It's like really a family.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of our family. Joyce said I have all notifications on. Love your little family so much. Hey, we love you too, Joyce. Appreciate that. Miss Carmen said, hello there, everyone. Hope all is well with all of you. Every time I see Miss Carmen, I say, shout out to all the nurses.
Right. Shout out to y'all. Truly appreciate y'all.
That's my TJ. Yeah. Your mom said, that's my TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Angela said, how is your father doing since he left the hospital? He actually doing pretty good. I need to tell him to hop on live. But he actually doing real good. He ready to go back to work. That's what he ready to do. But I don't even know. I gotta call him and see what his doctor said because he ready to get him out of the house. He don't plan any little thing that can get him out the house. Any little excuse or something. One day he called me. He like, oh yeah, I'm at Home Depot. Like, bro, why you at Home Depot? He like, I don't even know why I'm in here. Like, oh, I'm buying this, so I'm looking for this. Like, bro, you ain't even supposed to be driving.
Man.
Like, go back home.
Still.
But that's funny when somebody always used to like moving, just going, like don't want to stay still in this spot unless I got to. And then all of a sudden you just forced to just sit down, like, nah, sit down, don't go nowhere.
But ain't that crazy? Like sometimes
it be a sign.
Right, like you need to sit on down.
Yeah.
He's on down. Why I think about some home?
I don't know.
What the heck going on there?
SS says, bravo parents, keep them away from the screens. I respect your consciousness and encouraging your children to tap into their own mind and creativity. Ooh, thank you, yes.
Truly appreciate that. Because I was just telling Ty, like, I don't think people, well, I'm not going to say people, I don't think a lot of people think about that. Like, it takes a lot to be like, no. Because it's so easy to just be like, you know what, go ahead. Just go ahead. You can have it. It's easier to say that than to tell them no. Like, I literally was telling our daughter, Ava, I was like, reading some candy, for example. This is just an example of some of the stuff we say no to. Like, the candy had a bunch of, like, bad stuff in it. And I was just telling her, like, I just hope you know that we really don't tell you no to this stuff just because we're trying to be mean. And she was like, oh, no, no, I know. You're just trying to protect us. And I was like, not even just that. Like, we want you to understand health. Like, we want you to be able to look at this stuff and be like, okay, when I eat this, I know that this is not healthy. Or even when it comes to the tablets, like you actually brought up, it's like when I overindulge in this tablet, I know I might be limiting my creativity for real. Like if I just get off here for a second and go brainstorm, go do some other stuff outside the tablet.
Right, and it is some creative stuff you could do on the tablet
definitely.
too. Because she definitely got apps and stuff like that. But it's like,
to
of
be
course,
honest,
they ain't about to gravitate to them. They say they won't use that just to get it. They think they slick. Kids be thinking they slick. They don't know. We used to be kids too, and we was slick. Our parents be like, y'all think y'all slick? No, we are slick because we still got all this stuff past y'all. So one day when we get older, look, and then, but one day when we get older, I want to just tell our parents like all about the slick stuff that we was doing. Like, oh yeah, like my dad, he used to love to say, hi, y'all think y'all slick, all that stuff, or y'all think y'all can get something past us? Like, no, we got it past you. You just don't know. It's funny though, think about that.
Okay, say good night. You know you're supposed to be in there laying down. You think he's slick. See? Speaking of slicksters.
All right, slickster. Night night.
Adios.
He left me hanging. I don't even know.
Dang. Uh-oh, here come Nami.
Oh.
You say good night?
Good night. But am I on the weekend?
Yeah, look, he's right there.
See your big old head over there?
No, am I on the weekend? Like in
Mama, it's movie time.
I know.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
Adios,
good night.
amigos.
I was just asking.
Night. What's that?
Orange.
Put that
Oh
on.
no, I don't trust that orange.
Oh Lord.
I just got that from over
there.
there.
They hear us in here and they like, ooh, how can I end up coming there? Ooh, they said something about us. Let's go in there.
Right, come on. I heard TJ name.
Oh, excuse me.
Miss Carmen said they have 2 amazing leaders to follow. Appreciate that.
I truly appreciate that.
As I said, where did your carpentry skills come from?
Close that door, Ava.
My skills came from my dad teaching me the basics. Like, it'd be crazy when I be thinking about it and I be telling Ray, like, that's funny, like, the stuff that, well, we didn't even talk about it, like, the stuff we doing now is like the stuff we said we wanted to do when we was younger. But when I was younger, I always was just attracted to tools and trying to fix something, even if it ain't even broke. Like, I literally used to be bored in my room, was like, looked in my closet and I had like a half a bunk bed, like wood bunk bed, and I don't know, I think we had a bunk bed and we separated and like probably one in my sister's room.
Hold on a minute. Ava! I'm sorry, y'all. Shut that door. I'm trying to keep the TV sound out because you know copyright is real.
Yes, but I had like some extra wood in my closet, and it's funny because I literally built the whole table out of that wood. I probably ate on it probably like 3 times before it fell apart, but it still worked. So I think I probably found some nails. I was going like next door to the neighbor knocking, asking do they got nails.
Man.
I remember he gave me like some nail glue. Man, that stuff did not work, but it was the thought that counted.
Right.
But that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that really is cool because that's even funny too. Like you end up being like pretty much the only one who turned out to be interested in the carpentry work though.
Yep, out of
like
my siblings.
because he has other brother. Like he has brothers because usually you know they say the men are the ones who go towards the carpentry. So he has other brothers. It's just
none of them was interested.
Yeah, he was the one who was drawn to it.
I remember we used to have to, when we used to go to work. They used to be like, "I do not want to go." And I used to be like, "Shoot, I want to go." Shoot. Especially after I learned too, like we asked something, he'd be like, "Oh, you better work for it. Where your money at?" It's like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, I really want to go to work now because I'm gonna get what I want." Then he end up finessing us. We used to work the whole summer, get paid like $50 after the end of the summer.
Oh, I feel bad. Like, dang, that's good.
But I learned my basics from like that as being a kid, and then YouTube, man, and trial and error, fixing our own house, learning how to do more and more and more because I want to get into the field. So it was like, all right, somebody asked me, can you come replace my faucet? Yep.
Perfect time to learn.
Yep, I'm gonna go watch some videos real quick, sharpen my skills, because it's like, of course, everybody think they know how to do something, and I think, yeah, that's how I used to think. Like, oh, I know how to do that, but how do you do it right? So that's when I gotta start looking at the instructions, because it's like, oh, of course, this going here, this twist there, but it'd be like more to it. So we just dive deeper into it.
But I love too how in the beginning it was a lot of him telling people like, I haven't done it before, but I can learn how. Like I can see how to do it. Like that's
For
how a lot. Like if y'all could see our throwback shirt, we need to probably post a picture of our throwback shirts, our throwback cards. When I say we had everything on there, like everything was on that dang card.
I got one in my truck.
Man, but that'll probably be nice to post in the community or something.
Look, that was my very first card right there, that magnet on the refrigerator.
Man, it's crazy. We had the personal number, personal name on the business, offering every service you could even think of.
Man. We had electrical, plumbing, grass cutting, flowers.
We got videos,
small repairs, big repairs. Yeah,
like we even had like a contract with a big company.
Right. We used to cut a grocery store grass. Like we got a contract for that. It's crazy. We definitely dabbled in everything, and that's how we knew. Like, all right, this is what we want to do.
And not even because we just were so good at it. No, it was just like we had almost like the guts to do it. Even with that contract, somebody would have been like, y'all gonna take on that contract?
Man, like, snow removal and grass cuts. And it's funny because did I have a truck at that time? I think I just got that truck. So that was like perfect, man. We ended up buying tools that we never thought we would buy. Like all types of stuff. I wish I would have known what I know now. Like when we had that contract, because of course I probably would have definitely got a bigger mower or a better one. Probably would have paid a little note on one and then charged them, kind of like put it in the price. Like we ain't even really know. Right. We was just learning.
Right. That was even funny because Ava was even there helping too.
Yes.
Like we used to be there. Dang, that's crazy. We gotta start sharing all that stuff, y'all.
You should drop a.
I could drop
I could probably do it from here or. But we actually got a video, like one of our vlogs we did where it was like family hustle day or something like that. Right. But we went around, cut grass where we needed to cut.
Yep, we
probably ended up at one of our houses.
That's funny.
But it's funny, our stuff is like actually documented. So anything we saying, you can actually go back and watch it, except for the stuff.
Like 2015 when our real estate, when we got into the real estate. Like actually buying.
And then Cleveland Money Bouquet said, I love y'all hoodies. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. We had a little issue with these. These are the limit. What are these considered? These are no longer available. Okay?
Right.
So if you got this, you got something special.
Yeah, and I think Cleveland Money Bouquet, you got one, or this got
right. Shout out to you. Okay. But we realized that. After we looked at this for a long time, we was like, dang, one of these words stand out a little too much. Man. We did not realize that something as simple as changing a color of these letters makes the full word stand out a little better.
Yes, because this, for example, I'm going to ask y'all, when y'all first look at this, what do you see? Yeah.
But this is definitely this edition is no longer available.
Right. This color, what is called? This color combo right here.
We got a different color combo now.
Hold on, let me go. Say how to catch the beginning of the live stream before the clock on our third shift job. Oh, snaps! I support y'all, blessing the fam. Oh, that's right. Shout out to you out there working.
Hey, shout out to you.
Third shift. Shout out to the third shifters. Y'all different.
Man, y'all get the stuff ready for us to do what we need to do in the morning.
Right.
Okay.
Shout out to all.
Shout out to y'all.
What's
Wow, the name of this video is Hard Work Will Pay Off.
Miss Carver said you should never try to walk on stilts and Crocs on.
Man.
You could have broken a leg or your back or something. Ooh, and she looking at it from a nurse point of view.
Ooh.
You right. I'm even looking back. I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have did that because even strapping up my feet, I couldn't even strap my feet because the Crocs, it was like a little space in the Crocs, so that was like a disaster waiting to happen. But luckily, Ray was there to catch me in case.
Or call 911. And
Man.
it's so crazy. The way he is, it's like, I can say, babe, I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. And he still be like, nah, I'm good. Like, even
like,
it was
let's see why shouldn't I do this?
Right. And it's so crazy because I be like, oh my gosh, okay. Like, it have been times where we would even be like, when we was just at the not just that, but when we went to the beach and it was like some rocks, and it's just like he's so confidently just walking out into this water, and I'm just like, we gotta turn around because the waves are getting too high. It's like I gotta be the dang what do they call it, the one who's like, no, we shouldn't do this. Like, I have to always do that because with him, we'll all be swimming in there with the fishes.
Hey, it be like I know it's safe. So
to
it's
a
like,
certain extent.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I'm walking out here on these rocks because I know I ain't gonna fall. And if you with me, I ain't gonna let you fall.
Guess
So we not gonna fall.
Them Crocs.
Did I fall? No. See? Did I fall on the stilts? No.
Whatever, boy.
Eric, what's going on? Eric, y'all
Hey,
man.
what's up, Eric?
Support from Tampa, Florida. Shout out Florida. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get this comment and I'm gonna read here because he said, "Are you investing in opportunity zones?" Shoot, if it's an opportunity for us, depending on the numbers, then yeah. But we just started looking into opportunity zones too because I think the house that we own right now might be in the opportunity zone. Because that area over there is, it's kind of like one of those areas that they want to bring back to life. Like they got a nice little community over there, so I believe that's an opportunity zone because there's a bunch of lots over there that I really want to get into like building, so we can build like some rental properties over there, build some single families, maybe eventually end up selling them, so like have more homeowners in the neighborhood. I feel like that'd be better. The neighborhood would be better when there's more homeowners, not discriminating or nothing like that, but he said tax free if you hold it for 10 years. Do you do real estate, Eric?
Hold on, we need some tips.
I love some tax free. I try to write everything off.
No, we need to really see, because we're trying to also learn more about how to. They said even if you buy a new home, I'm sorry, an older home, and if you like literally rehab it, they consider it a new house almost. Remember we heard about that?
Yeah.
They were saying like if you do a full renovation, it's dang near considered new, and you can take advantage of. Did he say we would have to do a new build? Because I heard it's a way.
Nope.
I wonder if you know anything about that. This is just something I've heard. We haven't been able to act on it yet, but it's something that we need to try to take advantage of. And it's even funny how there's some things out there where they'll even kind of give you an award for renewing a super bad house, like an eyesore in the neighborhood.
And they need to give us a reward once we finish this bad baby. But as I said, I commend you on the hoarder house renovation. I've cleaned for them, and it's challenging to say the least. But I wondered if you knew about the cherry bombs for the stubborn smells. Nope. I haven't heard about the cherry bombs.
No, I haven't heard of that.
I wonder if it's like is it like a smell bomb, like a perfume bomb or something like that?
Right, please give us details.
Then T said, I used to love board game time with my kids. My favorite saying to my kids was, "You can't lick the sticker." Man, it's funny how kids is naturally dirty. They be like, "Ooh, cheesecake. Let me lick the sticker and see if I taste cheesecake."
Oh, that is so sweet. It's crazy because yesterday we just ended up deciding like, hey, let's go for a walk.
Right.
Even though it was a little cold, we just bundled up, went on a walk, came back, and then we played some Uno. Y'all ever heard of No Mercy Uno? Oh my
Man,
goodness,
really
no
is
mercy.
no mercy.
Precious moments. That's crazy. They gonna get older, and then we gonna be really talking about it. So like, remember that one time?
Right.
Oh, I try to think about that stuff now. Like, don't forget, they gonna get older. Your house gonna be
Yes.
quiet because that's it.
Right. Even now, like they just open the door and now I can hear the TV again. Close the door.
I don't know why they want to do that.
Like they want to be nosy and hear what we talking about.
Right, for real.
They're precious. Oh, as I said, it's an ozone machine which removes neutralized odors.
Oh.
We might have to think about that. I ain't even gonna lie. And that smell that was coming out that house, it probably would have neutralized the machine. Cause that smell was totally different. When I say this house really was bad, I'm talking about it was bad. Like we literally can pull up in the car, roll down the window, and we would smell it as they was living in there.
Yes.
Because while they was living in there, we noticed them rats was in there. So we used to come back. I actually was making like homemade poison, like rat poison. I don't know the stuff.
Right.
But by using baking soda. So I guess with mice and rats they can't burp. So you can mix baking soda with something, and as soon as they eat it, they hit their stomach and get the bubbling up, suffocating or something like that. But that was around the time I stopped eating Reese cups too, because I'm like, what? Crap ingredients in there. So I used to chop up the Reese cups, put them in like the little mixture so they can eat that, and just sit it around the house. As soon as we get out the car, it's like you can smell it. It smells so bad, man. So bad.
I do not miss that at all.
Y'all, it's funny because the lady that owned that house, right, she called us and was trying to buy more time. So she like, oh, we got a problem. We got rats. And I'm like,
oh, for real?
Yeah, I figured because I was coming around there putting poison down. Like, we seen them when we was there. Like, that's no big deal. They wasn't hiding when we came and looked at the house. So, we probably drop a link to that video too because we was actually doing the raccoon house at that time. We got hoarder houses, raccoon houses.
Right.
The other house, that was like a dog house, but we didn't even say it was a dog house. Did we put Project Green up when we renovated that house? We did.
We did.
Mm-hmm. That one was a dog house.
What happened with that video, the quality was just like horrible.
T said No Mercy is the best.
Man.
It's crazy. When you playing with two people, terrible. It's cheating for real because it was like one person was definitely gonna win because it was a bunch of other zeros, and the zeros mean you gotta keep swapping your hand. So me and Ray was playing. I got a stack of cards in my hand. She put down a zero. That means switch your hands. So switch hands, and then she went again. So that was probably the cheating part because she kept going.
No, listen,
She threw down her card. No, look, we can ask T because she played. We can ask T because she played.
No, listen though. Remember, I put down a zero.
Yes.
And then we traded hands. We swapped.
Yes.
But remember, I had a bunch of zeros in my hand. So you put a zero down. We switched again. I had like a couple more zeros still. So I put another zero down. Switched again. And guess what? It just so happened that my deck ended up back with me.
But I did not go every time,
No,
though. I swear. It was
I got my deck back.
Cause I swear we was only playing out of her deck. Cause it was like, oh, she put down a zero. Switch hands. She give me her hand. It's zeros.
Exactly.
Put that down. Swap again. And it's like it was all zeros, so kept swapping until it was down. I got Uno. Guess what she gonna do? She got a zero. Swap hands.
It's okay, babe.
That
he
game,
lost. And it was crazy.
I think you just gotta have more people.
It even said the 7 was something crazy. It was like if you get a 7, then you get to like switch hands with whoever you want to switch with. Yeah. And then it was like if you get 25 cards, you're automatically eliminated. They had a card where you could literally get a wild card, but it was the sad faces. So if it was the sad faces, that means that you have to pick a color and then you have to, well, the next player has to pick a color and then you got to keep on picking like from the deck until you get a color. And guess what? You don't even get to put the color down. You just got to keep all the cards you picked up. Anyways, no mercy.
No mercy.
We need to link that, okay?
As I said, it's one of those smells you smell after you left. Yeah, I like the cherry smell, but they have orange and different ones to choose from.
Oh.
I'm telling you, in that house, if we would have set off that machine, we would have been smelling that and it probably would have tainted our smell buds.
Man.
Smell buds.
But
I don't know
I'm
if that's
wondering,
real or not.
does it take over, like, does it coat the walls in a way? But I really want to look into that because that's a great idea. Because that's something we could have even done too, like, after.
What?
What?
I thought you were gonna say after our rental we just cleaned up too. After the tenants, that would have been a good one. We need to look into that machine.
We need to look into that.
Yeah.
No, for real. Because with that situation, it was kind of like we feel like it still ended up being like a oily odor somewhere.
Yeah. It was like,
but you
like
took
grease.
the stove. Guess what? Y'all don't even know. He ended up just taking the stove out because he was like, what happened?
One of the eyes didn't work.
Yeah, one of the eyes.
So I'm like, I ordered some new parts to make it work. And then it was like, I think when I put the part on, or I was trying to put the part on, the thing just broke, like one of the little tips. So it was like, now I gotta replace the whole wire, or it's like, this stove ain't even worth it. Because it didn't even work when I put the other pieces on. So now I was on the back of my truck and it's about to go to the scrapyard. But we had another stove. Right, Raiden scrubbed the heck out that stove for nothing. Now I was going to the scrapyard. It probably would have been worth a little bit more with all that grease on it. They go by the weight.
Oh my goodness.
Man, but luckily we had another one in our garage. We got family members that be hitting us up sometimes when they move and like, oh, I can't take these appliances. Y'all want to come get them? So we'll come through, get them, put them in the garage. So we had one in the garage that was perfect. Took it right over there, swapped that one out. So,
and that's actually funny because he actually did a tutorial like how to hook up gas lines on the stove that his cousin ended up letting him have. What's so funny?
Shout out to Tyra Blank that just came in here. She said, "Corny, laugh out loud." Listen, we ain't gonna say who Tyra is, but no, that's my sister. Shout out to my sister. But we had to swap out. We got that stove from her. So my bad. It's at the scrapyard down Tyra.
Nice.
Let me go back because SS had something good too. We trying to get to the other ones that we skipped over too.
Oh,
but,
shoot, I didn't know we were backed up.
Yeah, but some of them was like current what we were saying, so we had to kind of bounce back forward. But SS said, ambitious yet wise enough to narrow down to focus on one lane. Much respect. That's crazy. Thank you for realizing that too.
No, for
that's
real.
Something we really had to do.
Yes.
To figure out, all right, what we doing. And
it was not easy. And it's funny because I even feel like I still battle with that sometimes. Like, and I feel like that's something you probably even battle with sometimes too, because it be like, oh my gosh, there's so much money out here. So many ways to make money. And it's funny how you really got to stay focused. I was just telling Bae, like, it's funny how much you really got to focus in. It's crazy how much you have to focus in and just be like, no, I'm going to stick to this goal. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to get distracted. It'll be easy to just give up. Like, it'll be easier to give up than to keep going.
For sure. And then Tyra said, yeah, ain't no cousin left out loud. No. So not, it's funny because I got a stove in my garage from my sister too.
She down here. That we talking about that stove?
No, we not talking about that stove.
No.
We got one from Jamon that was in there too.
Right.
But no, not that stove. That stove's still in there waiting for y'all to come get it. That y'all never came or got. But now it's gonna go in the next house. No, I'm actually charging y'all a storage fee because y'all was supposed to be come get that stove.
Man. Picking that boy up was not.
Heck no, that was man.
Put that was a job. Back I think pick up. We didn't use the dolly.
Yeah, I think I brought that stove up there.
Oh, to their house?
Yeah, I think.
That was their sister or something stove.
No, I'm talking about the stove we took up there before we took that stove down.
Oh yeah.
But we came and got that stove too. Yeah. Y'all, that's some money.
We went and got it.
Delivery fee,
then
everything.
I think you took it up there. I don't think I was there to take it up.
No, it's funny. Oh.
Then you and Jay took it down.
Yeah, she talking about, I don't know what y'all talking about. Exactly. And then Miss Carver said, so proud of y'all. I appreciate that, Miss Carver.
Oh.
And then we was talking about the hoodie too, because this is like a we don't sell this design no more. We sell this assets only.
Color combo.
Right, we don't sell the color combo, but Miss Carmen said, I know the first thing I see. And it's funny because y'all want to know one thing that made me realize that, because I seen it, but it's like, am I just seeing it because, like, I don't know.
Because you're inappropriate?
Not even, I don't know. No, not even that. But
no, it's funny how many people be looking at our stuff too.
Yeah,
like,
I remember I had the hat on and I was at Home Depot. The lady was like, "What your hat say?" And I'm like, "Oh, it say asset." And she like, "Okay." And I'm like, "What was that about?" But I'm like, and then our kids, of course, they got shirts that say freaking asset on it. And then one day she opened the door, and the little girl was like, "What does your shirt say?" Of course, the little girl, all she seen was the first three. So I'm like, oh, snaps. And then my dad, I was talking to him. He talking about, oh, you got the kids walking around with blank on their shirt. And I'm like, oh, snaps.
We really realized, like,
yeah, I'm like, okay, we gotta change something.
Yeah.
It was just the color.
And it's funny because we like, dang, and ain't nobody said nothing.
Man. They probably just laughing to themselves.
Notice it, right? Like they walking around with some, they think they raw with their little shirts.
That's funny, man. Miss Carmen said it's called being a wife, and that's the better half, and you're doing an awesome job.
Oh, truly?
She definitely the truth. I ain't gonna lie. Placing opportunities on LLC. That's what Eric Yeoman said. You saying place the house into opportunities on LLC? That'd be pretty cool. Joyce said, y'all definitely gotta hit me up when you come through Seattle for real. Love to meet and show you the local scene. Oh, for sure.
Hey.
Definitely. See, we got guys. See, that's what we make sure we write this down. That's why when we start traveling places, we gonna be like, boom, we going here.
Yeah, so, we was just talking about that.
Yeah, so we don't miss anybody that wanna like meet us when we come your way.
Yes.
Because it's starting to get warm, and we about to start getting back outside.
We about to be outside, okay?
As long as our work done.
Right.
Unless it's for like a day.
Yeah, that's
we
usually
love taking
what
quick trips.
Yeah, we usually do the quick trips. But wait till we get our RV though.
Oh yeah, it's over with. We get the RV.
Home gonna be wherever we are, okay?
Man. For sure. Oh no, okay. I'm reading a couple of them, but I'm thinking like, dang, did I say that one already?
Do you need help?
For overpowering odors, I burn sage sticks and simmer sage seasoning on the stove.
Wait, sage and what else?
Sage seasoning. Simmer sage seasoning on the stove, so probably in like a pan. We got Stephanie in this joint. Is it Sue Stephanie, or should we just say Stephanie?
Right.
Or Sue or Sule? Oh, is it Soleil?
Is it Soleil?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let us know, Soleil.
Oh my gosh.
She said, "Hello, love your family. I have old wooden floors like your hoarder house. I want to paint them, or paint the floors black like the floors in the house you did to change the ceiling fan." Oh yeah, we actually stripped those floors down and stained them black.
And appreciate the love.
Yes, definitely appreciate that love for sure. But Joyce said, seriously, burn sage for the odors is a game changer. I know we definitely burn sage like around the house before. Yeah. Even over in the hoarder house, because we got to get some bad energy about that joint. Or did we ever get to burn it in there?
I thought you did. Because it was a point where we wasn't able to really be over there.
Yeah, probably.
I left it over there.
Yeah,
but we did take it over there, but it probably didn't get done.
Some sage got burned up in that joint for sure.
But yeah, sage is, I love like that it has like so many benefits. The benefit of getting even like the it's supposed to be what, antifungal or antimicrobial, where it kind of really kills those odors in the air. So that's what drew me to even want to get it. Remember? And
Right,
the
though,
one I
yeah.
got has lavender on it. So I got that off of Etsy.
So he said, go get that baby some pretzels. I'm getting a snack now, too. It's funny because this what they do at the end of the day. They be like, oh, what can I run in there and say I want? Ooh, can I get some pretzels? Like, he came in here, ooh, can I get some cashews? Or they just look like, ooh, lemons. Can I get a lemon? Like,
oh my God, especially TJ,
yes.
especially our son. He be like, what's
And
the first
he came
thing,
here talking about,
thing, easiest thing?
Ava said, can she have some pretzels?
Right.
It's like, why didn't she come here then? Because he be trying to set people up.
We actually had some veggie burgers and veggie fries. What?
Oh, what? Lord. T said she done read something way off.
Wait, when? Wait, what happened?
She said, oh, that's funny. I didn't even think about that.
What?
She said, she read. Oh, yeah, we got to change that, T, for sure. Oh, yeah, man, go take that off.
I'm done. That's so fun.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
That's funny. Ray came over down there.
No!
It's funny because I remember saying, like, I think we should make that stand out, leave the dollar signs white. And when we was coming up with the color combo.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it is. But
no longer available.
Yeah, that color wave is no longer available.
Wave is gone.
Now it's all one color.
Look, man, let me do this the whole time.
Look, T said that's why y'all keep getting the looks. Like, for real, we think we doing something. And we went to a professional event. Rocking our matching jumpsuits, sweatsuits and stuff.
Wait, no, did we wear this one or that one?
No, we definitely wore that
house one. And these are limited edition. Like, we only gonna sell these while we fixing the hoarder house.
Yep, so once we're done with the hoarder house, these will be gone. Yeah. This is like, I ain't gonna lie, this is my favorite design out of all of them.
Yeah, because, ooh-wee.
That's like everything. He wasn't playing no game.
Yeah, like.
But like, this is how it looked in the front. Like, when we trashed out everything, literally, like, the refrigerator with food still in it.
The little
couch,
homies.
the racks. Man, it's some, you probably can't even see. Is it roaches on here?
The window.
They literally had broken windows when we pulled up and bought the house. It had a little green, ugly awning.
Yes.
But that's funny. It looked totally different.
Designer. We did end up going to Fiverr for the designer. Mm-hmm. And he did his thing, okay? I ain't gonna lie. We had somebody try to create this design for us. Oh my God.
Bless their heart. That's all I'm gonna say. Bless their heart. They sent us the design where we like, yeah.
We really appreciate that they tried. Like,
yeah,
they tried, for sure. For real.
You gotta definitely say thank you for the people that, you know what I'm saying? You appreciate what they did, but it just wasn't hitting right.
It wasn't right.
But we like, we got you on something else. Soleil said, can I, is we saying that right, Soleil?
Uh-oh, is she still?
She said, can I tint the floors primer black? If you just paint them, I guess you can get, if you actually painting the floors, then you can get a floor, it's like a floor and porch paint. But by being interior, you got to make sure it's like interior, maybe a high traffic floor paint. Because some paints like that, the exterior and that smell is pretty smelly. We just painted, it was like grandma's house up on the 3rd floor in the attic. That's the only place I didn't put the laminate floors. So we ended up painting those floors brown. So those turned out really good too. Of course, we eventually probably gonna put some carpet or something up there. Or if somebody rent it, they can just put a big old rug.
Right. That's what we were kind of hoping, because I feel like if you put some rugs down, that even will kind of muffle.
Oh yeah, sound and stuff like that.
Yeah. But that's on our list.
Yeah, if we bring it out, I don't even know. But we'll see.
Oh, you talking about, never mind.
Yeah,
gotcha.
At grandma's house. Yeah. The Black 8 said, OMG, I wish y'all was in Georgia so I can take y'all flicks for your business. Oh, that would have been fire.
The Black 8?
What's going on?
Look, hey.
Maybe when we come to Georgia, you gonna flick us up.
We're like, where the Black 8 at?
Right. That'll be pretty good.
That would be super cool. We actually had somebody reach out in the past. We didn't go through with it because we wasn't for sure if they was for real. But they were like, "Oh, I just got this vision to pretty much like do a photo shoot of y'all in front of like a abandoned house." And it's so funny just thinking about that. It actually was a Cleveland photographer, but it's no telling. I don't know. We never dug into it any deeper. But they was like, "Oh, I could picture, having you go to a band and everything." And it's funny because he might have just been seeing our future. He was just relaying a message, okay?
Because now we got our own band.
Funny, we got our own, right? But that was back when we were fixing more so other people's properties. Y'all remember that? And I was like, I don't know, because it was kind of random.
I don't know. See, I don't know. Our brains probably wasn't
thinking. We definitely wasn't here. He probably was telling us the future, okay?
Man. T said, I'm out, y'all be good. I love seeing young couples who are figuring out together. Appreciate it.
I truly appreciate you.
Yeah, big shout out to T for
next
sure.
Design past you.
Right.
Okay? You saw that?
Man, we're going to be like, T, what you see? Bam, real quick. We got to just flash real quick like, bam, what you see?
I really feel like I want to be doing this now. Like,
man, like, let me cover that up.
That's funny as heck, man.
That is funny.
But,
shoot, we actually about to probably hop off this joint and figure out what we're gonna be doing tomorrow. Today, we went over there to check on the hoarder house, and like one of the vents was open up there to get to the roof, which I didn't secure the right way. And I mentioned in the last video that I need to do that, and that boy was open. So that means a raccoon or a skunk or something, not a skunk, but a squirrel probably got up there, and I'm like, Mickey Flicky. Because I do not mess with no rodents. I don't care if it's a rat, squirrel, hamster, gerbil, rabbit. I don't mess with no. They just look creepy to me. And then with squirrels, you never know what they up to. Like, I had a bad experience with a squirrel. I was up on a pole and I was doing cable. And I'm on a cable line. And you know that's where they run. So it's like, I was just working on the lines and I just felt the dang on ladder and the line just shaking. I'm like, looking down like, man, why is this shaking like this? Like, is the wind blowing? I look, and there's a squirrel staring right at me. And I'm like, oh, you better not come this way. So he got to hop in my way, and I'm like, nope. I'm like, I started shaking the line. Then he turned around, got to run the other way. Then he was like, nah, forget it. I need to get over there. And he just got to charging at me. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm trying to hurry up, get down the ladder. That joint just jumped over me like, shoo. I'm like, oh no, I gotta get up out of here. I don't mess with cause them things, I don't like just like little weird animals like that, cause they really can tear you up. Like they teeth bite you, they be having rabies, all types of stuff. I ain't got time, y'all.
But what about dogs though?
Dogs, I could run up a ladder to get rid of a dog. A squirrel, they climb, they like a bear.
With you. Okay.
It's like a bear for real. Like you ain't really getting over no bear.
Okay.
You can, but I don't mess with them. Same thing with like mice and rats. It's like, you small. I don't mess with them. But I had to climb up there today and see what was in there. So I don't know. We might make that a video because I didn't see nothing in there, thankfully. But I definitely seen some evidence. Like you definitely see some footprints where they jumped in, probably ran to the other, and then ran back because really ain't nowhere to go up there. Everything's sealed. I'm glad I sealed everything. But yeah. Woo! So yeah, we getting over there to get that finished, but
right. So we appreciate y'all for coming to hang with us, and appreciate y'all letting us know how y'all found us, because what?
Nothing. What you say?
Oh, okay. Appreciate knowing how y'all found us.
Yes.
That let us know what we need to kind of keep on doing. Make sure. I mean, we doing the right thing. It seems like we just got to stay on track.
Yeah.
Just to let y'all know, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays are when we post now. We've been actually doing good. I'm not gonna lie, it was some times where it kind of came
down to the wire.
It was like Wednesday because it hit 12 a.m. technically, but for the most part, yeah, we've been really consistent for like a month now. If you look back, we've been posting Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, lives and full videos.
And we were supposed to ask them too, like, what was they shows they was watching when they was growing up.
Oh, dang. Anybody still here? Anybody?
Oh,
Was
they probably
there
started bouncing.
any, right, if you still here, was there any shows that you used to watch when you were younger?
Like home improvement style
Home
shows?
improvement style, yes.
Like HGTV, was it like a certain couple y'all watched on there, or
Yes.
some people watch This Old House or something like that?
Right. Because
Like,
I
what
want y'all
shows?
to know, like, this something we take serious. We actually been on YouTube for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
and we just learning, like, okay, you gotta be consistent. Post this the most videos we've ever posted. So just know, like, this is something we actually love to do.
Right.
So the point of asking y'all that is because we want to start kind of playing on some of that. Like,
Yeah. Because we,
on
of course,
the
some of the
home
shows,
improvement shows.
like, we know what we grew up watching and stuff
Right,
like that,
like
and what we
what?
like. So
Like what?
I don't know, but I feel like what we doing
I
is just
know.
us right now.
I mean, this is just us, but
Yeah.
it would be funny to kind of play on some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've even thought about playing on the home improvement show.
Yeah.
Like, kind of throwing some little ha. Just like we be having our little clips we've been throwing in randomly sometimes.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea.
The Black 8 said everybody hates Chris.
Hey, everybody is.
I used to be like,
Dang.
dang, I used to feel bad for Chris.
Dang,
So,
man.
I'm like, dang. Again. I probably was Chris.
Do you have like a favorite episode?
Right. And then it was something else. Oh, SS also said something too. She said, no, I set it off in there and leave it. And yes, it's inexpensive. I used it for my apartment terms, especially for residents that cook with curry. Yes, I used to work in apartments, so some of them smells definitely can be very strong. And that's crazy. Your apartment terms, okay. Are you a like a property manager?
Dang, I wonder
Or you
if
work
you
on your
still
own
here.
properties?
Right, that's interesting.
Dang, I actually been, and I didn't got lost because it was a couple of them in here.
Yeah, because I was trying to keep up, but when you was reading, it was like you kind of was bouncing back and forth, so it kind of made it confusing.
Right, and it said different smells after you left. I like the cherry smell. Never mind, we talked about that. But yeah, I guess true for real. That can be the topic of our next live. We might go live again next Thursday.
Right, like what was your favorite show?
Right, because that's I really want to know that.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yep. Appreciate y'all being here one time. Don't forget to like it if y'all still watching it. And also go check out our old renovations because we got a 3-family renovation we did. We got actually 2 3-family renovations we did. One of them was ours and one of them that we did for somebody else. We have, of course, the grandma renovation. Stay tuned for that because we definitely have more updates on that. We're probably going to be posting those soon. The next video probably going to be like us boot searching for some work boots and something else. We got a whole bunch. It's like which one we gonna choose?
3-family. Oh, you talking about the what's the name? Oh, I thought you was talking about.
I was talking about next, but
okay.
Previous one is the 3-family, and we renovated a building, a abandoned building.
That's her
that one
is event center.
Right. That one is a real good one on there. Cleveland Money Bouquet actually won down in the comments. She is the owner of that, so we renovated that building for her.
And she be doing some really cute stuff. Like,
yep.
She actually had like a tea party there, and it was just like, oh my God, that is so cute. But yeah. Anyways, it was like the warehouse, and then you already said the 3-family. Yeah. But we got a whole list of renovations, and people have even been drawn to the simple basement renovation that we shared. Even changed his sister basement. That's funny. I hope y'all notice too, like, we not just doing random strangers stuff. Like, this stuff is like some of the family projects too, or people who have become like really cool, like friends, like to kind of keep in touch with. But sister's basement turned into a hair shop. Sister's messed up warehouse, abandoned building turned into event space. And even the bathroom that got transformed, shout out to my mommy, real estate investor. That was actually a part of her project, was a part of that process, and the basement was a part of her project
2 bathrooms.
So I don't know if I feel like we said it in the videos that like we also making sure we supportive of our families' businesses
Oh yeah,
too.
for sure.
Yeah, like we gave them good prices.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like it wasn't like no, oh that was free, but it was like they ain't there.
Oh, we got DW29376 up in this joint.
Hey, what's up?
What's cracking? He said they said found y'all from the video where you fixed Granny House. Oh yeah, appreciate that. We got more Granny House videos coming up too.
Yes.
Overflow, what's cracking?
What's up, Overflow?
What's going on, fam?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, and also if you could let us know, what's a childhood like home improvement type of show you used to watch? Like when you were younger. I ain't gonna say childhood, like what's something you grew up and was like, oh,
or still watching now.
yeah, right, or now.
Besides us.
With a smile.
With a smile.
Hey.
But because I know a lot of people watch HGTV.
Yeah.
I know I was happy once. Well, I used to always watch when I was younger too.
Mm-hmm.
Like just watching like different houses. Well, of course they wasn't. No, they did show some renovations. No, when they started off, they were just showing the big houses, the big crazy stuff.
But isn't it funny that we didn't used to be able to pick what we wanted to watch? Besides,
Right, it was just
like,
what was on there.
I mean, we could look at the guide eventually, but that's
Switch
funny.
the channel. Like, oh, I don't want to watch
switch
this.
the channel, right? It was a time where even when you switch the channel, it was like, oh, I ain't gonna know.
I used to stay watching Discovery Channel, Animal Planet,
Man.
History Channel, maybe MTV.
I remember just a bunch of Sims.
Yeah,
That's what I remember. Sims, Nintendo 64.
all that good stuff.
Yes.
Overflow, do you got a show that you used to watch? Or that you grew up watching that was like your favorite show? If it was like a sitcom show or like a home improvement show?
Yeah. Just curious.
Yeah.
Because we kind of talked about it earlier, but just trying to figure out like if we should start playing on some of those throwback home improvement shows.
Man, that is just so funny.
Wait,
that,
the shirt.
Wear that? Yes, I was looking at that like that is funny as heck.
Whoa, we.
People probably like, I'm not buying that.
Man.
What is that?
Ooh.
The Black Ape said I forgot the name of it.
Oh, okay.
And what childhood show do I watch now or when I was a child? Probably oil. How do we reframe that? Kind of like Willis.
I would say your like childhood. What did you grow up off of? That was kind of what it was originally. What it was gonna be. But then I think you just kind of threw it in there like shoot or now because sometimes it can be like dang I don't remember no home improvement shows from back then.
Right. Or it's like, but I like watching this home improvement show. Like
no.
Like which one you watch now? Because there's definitely a bunch on HGTV, and there's some people who ain't make it to HGTV that's on YouTube.
Right.
Or they used to be on there, and now they on YouTube.
Yeah.
Back Ape said, "Oh, and let me know if y'all need flyers too."
Hey,
For sure.
okay then. Shoot. A plug.
Right, really on the plug.
Right, we've been trying to figure out like how we could even market our YouTube. It's funny too, cause sometimes it be like, you wanna watch our YouTube? Like, here you go.
Right.
Like it's even funny that he done ran into some people already
that watch our channel already. Yes,
like that is so like crazy.
Like I was saying like earlier, I don't know if y'all was in here, but we just finished up like some. Well, we ain't even finished. We still doing like some repairs on Grandma's house, and it's so big. It's subscriber that watch. Yeah, it's big. So, but we got a subscriber that watch that live across the street. So he seen me out there working, but like, don't you do YouTube? And I'm like, yep. He's like, oh, I think I seen you doing this house, your grandma's house, right? I'm like, yep. So they got to actually watch me live, just like us being live right now. They was watching me live, fix that joint, fixing the porch, rebuilding the steps. So that was actually pretty cool. It was like, dang, I guess this how it is when somebody watching our video, because like that's working. That was pretty cool. He said different strokes, good times, the Jeffersons. Hey. And I can't forget the Cosby Show for sure.
Man, that's so funny because them all the ones I remember just like I think I remember them more so once I got older.
Yeah.
and was able, because I don't think they really played them, or we
The
probably
Cosby
wasn't
Show,
watching
for
those.
sure. I
Definitely
know
the
I
Cosby
used to
Show.
be rolling watching them. And then
But it's funny because even with the Jeffersons and Good Times and Different Strokes, I
mm-hmm.
remember kind of dibbling and watching those sometimes too. But I think once I was older. Big boy. It's okay, big boy.
What's wrong?
What's wrong,
You
big
hurt your arm?
boy?
Come on.
Oh,
Go
it's
back.
okay. It's so funny, because I'm not gonna lie, we kind of feel like this is our version of a renovation show, but it's also crazy because somebody did reach out to us and it was like, we actually have a show going on and we would love if y'all could like kind of do, what did they say, like an episode?
What?
Like, remember the people reached out about our channel and they was like, oh, we have a show that we're doing and we would love for y'all to, yeah, they was like, we would love, I think they said like an episode or something
Kinda,
like
probably
that,
like a series
or
or
maybe
something.
even they will probably come back and see it, I don't know.
But yeah, they asked if we was doing was we renovating like an old school or something like that.
Yeah.
But we like, or a large building.
Mm-hmm.
And we like, nah, we ain't got nothing right now, shoot. Unless y'all want a fun one, and I know where you can buy one for.
Hello.
And then we get
you buy it,
renovated.
we fix it. Wait, no, you buy it for us.
Right.
And it's funny because somebody told us like, hey, I got a house for y'all. It's free content. Y'all
Right.
come fix it.
Like, we don't make that much now.
We trying to get to that level.
Hey, that'd be crazy though if we did. That's how a bunch of YouTubers are that do. What do? They be cutting people grass. Mm-hmm. They go cut their yards for free, like overgrown yards.
Yeah.
And they getting millions of views, so it's like they getting paid off of YouTube. So of course they can go cut a bunch of yards for free.
Right.
But that'd be nice if we get to that point where we renovating people bathrooms and stuff for free.
Once.
That'd be pretty cool. Right.
Like how people be giving away cars and all that stuff, giving away renovations.
BW said Martin was my favorite show and we didn't have cable for a while, so I would watch Jerry Springer. Oh yeah, we definitely used to watch a bunch of Jerry Springer for sure. We used to act out our own Jerry Springer show. Like that was some of the stuff we did at my grandma's house. Like when we was bored, like we had a bunch of cousins, so it's like that is crazy. Even think about that, I forgot about that.
That's actually funny as heck.
I'm about to message actually.
Springer.
I'm about to message in my group, our family group, and see.
Oh my goodness, that is so funny. That is so funny. Yes. Can you picture like some kids literally like acting out Jerry Springer, like cause you, like, can you picture it? Well, I know you can picture it because you was there, but that's funny. I don't think we ever did nothing like that.
Yeah, that's very funny. Like we really was in the backyard, in the driveway. Good night, dude.
I'm just picturing like even like our kids doing that. That would be funny.
Okay, I know.
Oh Lord, they don't even know what Jerry Springer is.
Right. Close that door, dude.
But Martin, I used to watch that a lot too. Mm-hmm. Those like some of the classics for sure.
Yes.
Like that's really crazy. But yeah.
That's about I'm getting thanks and what's the name? I think so. I definitely gotta put that in the group chat though. Like, y'all remember we used to play Jerry Springer?
Man, Martin and Gina had like they freaking dynamic, and even with Pam, like that whole dynamic. Oh my goodness, that was just crazy. Like they whole dynamic. I'm trying to think. Like, dang, what was my? I used to be all over the place. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I used to do a lot? I wasn't really a TV head. I used to do Sims a lot, and I used to literally write, draw. Like I used to write raps and stuff a lot of my time. Like, did anybody else? Did y'all used to do something else in y'all spare time? Like as kids, when y'all weren't watching TV. Like, what was something y'all used to do in y'all spare time? Like I used to write raps, write poetry, draw. Like, I'm just thinking,
I used to definitely write raps for sure.
man.
I used to draw, play the game,
Well,
and
outside
then
of TV.
outside of TV, shoot, build something. Especially when I remember when I got my first truck and I made my own speaker box because you know that's a small truck. I ain't had no back seat, so I like made my own speaker box by cutting up like some box I had. I think I just cut that boy in half somehow or screwed some wood. That boy was so raggedy. And I took the speaker outside of the interior subwoofer. We had like a surround sound system, and I took that sub out of there with the what is it called? With the amplifier. It's crazy how I had that set up. I was the little mad scientist for real. But it was an interior subwoofer. Y'all know y'all put on the surround sound system, so it got to get plugged up in the wall. So I had like an inverter in my car, plugged that in the cigarette lighter. Then the speaker used to plug up, bam, and that inverter give me power for the sub. And then I had my little makeshift box. Boom, had the RCA cables run from there to the radio. Boom, used to beat. And used to like beat crazy, but it used to beat in the inside of that joint. Like, that was crazy.
Dang, that's funny. Shoot, I used to be, when it came to stuff like that, I used to be the design clothes.
Man. Shoot, the Black Ape said I used to make my own jeans.
Hey, me too. I actually got to the point where I was selling the jeans too. Like, it was a trend that was going on where people would want leggings in the back of their jeans. And then it was like jeans in the front, leggings in the back. And I used to be actually doing that for people and like the stress in the front, a bunch. It actually was cute though, but that was interesting.
That's funny, yeah. I remember you doing that. You was a real custom clothes maker though.
Yes.
Like, that was raw.
And then it got to the point where I stopped wanting to design clothes because people wanted other people's designs. So I'm like, you might as well go get a design by them. And it's turned into not feeling creative no more. Like, I feel like I'm able to kind of pour some of the creativeness into our stuff that we're doing.
Yeah. Black Ace said, now I make crochet hats and cardigans.
Hey, them crochet hats. You talking about the ones that kind of got the little crinkles, or you probably do all different styles.
So you got YouTube or Instagram or something like that?
Like an Instagram.
Where you like sell your stuff?
Oh right, or YouTube.
Or just show it.
Right.
That'd be pretty cool to see.
Yes.
People like custom stuff.
That remind me of your grandma when she brought up the crochet. Oh, wait, she? Let me put. I don't know if you she or he. I can't see the picture. She?
Well, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I ain't gonna, just correct us.
They said they do them all.
That's what's up.
And then Overflow said some of my favorite Martin characters was Hustle Man and Bruh Man.
Hey.
From the 5th floor.
From the 5th floor.
I always hold up 4 fingers. Cleveland Money Blue here said hi. That's probably Jeremy. I had a crochet page on TikTok, but I don't be on there as much.
Man, we don't be on TikTok either. We got a TikTok, but it was so weird what went on. It was like they were supposed to shut it down. Yeah. And then it was like, dang, is it worth even putting energy over here?
I guess it probably is, because it's still like a bunch of eyes on it. So we still growing. So it's like we probably need to post everywhere, but it's just be a job. It's a job itself just posting on YouTube. So it's like.
Yeah, it's funny. But I'm not going to lie. YouTube was always my favorite. Which show was that? Like, it was always my favorite.
Shoot, Grandma's?
No, that was actually a movie or something. She was like, you were always my favorite. And it was like a lady, she had on, never mind. Somebody help me. I can't remember. It was like a throwback classic movie though.
I'm at the point, just keep the app. Yeah, I remember building my first sub box. Also, it was in my bedroom, and then eventually in my friend's car. And then I continued when I was finally started driving. But the first box I had, that was in my room. That's what's up.
Hey.
See? And you a builder too. So, see, great minds. We think of like, come on now. I feel like any like contractor or DIY, hands-on type of person, you always was creative somewhere in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was pretty cool. I remember looking at schematics and stuff, printing them off of Google, and I just ain't measured none of the stuff right. I was outside just cutting stuff. My dad and them ain't know what I was doing. He like, what you doing? Because I had a Ford Ranger, and it was like a one-seater Ford Ranger, so ain't no back seat. So I had this little crevice right in between the seat. And guess what? Every time I picked up Ray, like, come on in, shawty. He used to plug up my right in the cigarette lighter, powered on my amplifier. It was Gucci.
Man, that was so funny because I actually ended up getting my car first, right? So once he got his truck, man, that mess was funny because it's like you would literally ride past our school to come get me. Like, but I guess it was the same thing for me too. I would ride past school to come get you. But dang, that's so that's cute. Your first, that was your first. Dang, that was your first.
Yeah, that was my first whip ever.
Yeah,
My
that
truck.
was your first one.
And when I bought it, I actually did some work for it, and the dude was like, "You want me to pay you, or you just want this truck? Because I don't want it no more." And it's sitting at the shop, need an alternator. I'm like, "Sure, give me the truck."
Dang, what was your first? With,
right.
What was your first car?
What was your first car? My first car was 1994 Walker. That was the year Young G was born.
Dang, mine was a Pontiac. What?
No, that was.
Oh, you was finished.
I didn't get to say it.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
Ford Ranger. No, go ahead. What was your first one?
It.
Ray had like 20 cars, man.
Man.
Rich girl.
Please, the cars was like, one was like $600. One was like $1,000. What the heck? It was a Pontiac. I think it was a Pontiac Sunfire. Yep, a Pontiac Sunfire, and I think it was like a '97 or something like that.
That boy was clean though. It was black. Was it the black one?
No,
or that one your first? Oh no, that was that one little. That was an ugly car.
We had, I had like a Ford. It was a little funny looking little.
Was it an Escort?
Escort, yep. ZX2 or something like that. Oh my lord, that's so funny.
We used to be floating them little cars.
Yes,
we used to be everywhere. Our favorite spot was this one city. They had like a little mall. We stayed in there. In Farmer, remember? We stayed at that mall.
Wait, who?
Me and you.
Which mall? Oh yeah. Wait, I had to just think about it for a second because I read the comment. That's why I'm like, ain't no way when you be reading these comments that you be hearing me for real. Because I was reading the comments and then it's like I zoomed back into our conversation. Let's talk about the mall we used to go to.
BW said, yes, she laughed loud.
Okay.
The Black Ape said, oh, y'all remember the candy lady and them frozen cups? Man, what? I thought we was the only ones that had that. Heck shit.
I remember y'all was talking about that.
Man, heck shit. And we lived in like, I guess, was that the projects? Maybe. In that like apartment complex? Heck shit. But yeah, it was this one lady that sold like icy cups. Oh yeah, I don't know if my sister's still in here, but I remember she blacked my eye before. That's the only black eye I ever got. But she punched me in my eye. And she was trying to win me over because my mama wasn't home yet. And she was trying to make up to me like, oh, you want an icy? I'm like, yeah. But I think they was like 50 cents. We used to definitely go down there, get an icy. Sometimes she be selling fruities. Man, right there.
I remember that. The fruities.
That stuff just come on point. You definitely had them ices. And it's funny because all it was Kool-Aid. Frozen Kool-Aid. Like, pull up. And I think we eventually caught on. Got to making our own.
That's funny. How much y'all used to pay? Yeah.
I think there was like a 50 cent.
50 cent. They was coming up. Because back then, Kool-Aid was definitely cheaper. They was coming up.
He said, oh, my first car was a TR7 5-speed gray with a black interior 2 doors. Okay.
Hey, that sounds like that look nice. I ain't even gonna lie.
Right though.
I ain't even see it.
That's what's Carmen's.
Hey, okay, Miss Carmen.
I want to look that up. TR7 5-speed, and you had a stick shift joint.
Right. Dang, now you got me wanting some like throwback something. Like it'd be nice to have some fruities or some right now.
I know what we can get. What's up with them little what?
Look at him. He's trying to take the kids.
That ain't the kids. We did take
Yes,
one of
it
them.
is, babe.
Oh, was it a Triumph? Was that the 1977?
Ooh, okay.
Dang, I ain't gonna lie. I float that joint.
Oh, yeah.
What year was it? In 1977?
Oh, let me make sure.
It say the price was from 56 to 4,900. Dang,
Wow.
that's crazy.
Wow. Want to show them? Or you? Oh, never mind. It's all hooked up. Oh Lord, y'all be like, dang, what happened? If he pull that out and show y'all the pictures of that, y'all be like, where they go?
Now, y'all know my first car? Because that was my first vehicle. That was a truck. But my first car, I still got my first car. That's 1989 8 Oldsmobile. 2-door. I still got that boy.
The Black Ape said, man, a hot day. And she said, come get you one. I'll push everybody out the way because she will sell out fast.
Man, them boys hit, especially on a hot day. Everybody got red Kool-Aid dripping out their arm and stuff. And then
Why?
be salty and you get there because it's milk when it's hot. You drinking it. You flip that boy over.
A foam cup.
Yeah, but sure.
Oh, you flip it and take the popsicle.
Yeah, you
out?
can eat the bottom of it.
Oh, okay.
Because you know after you keep eating the top, all the stuff gonna go to the bottom. So you gotta flip that joint.
That's funny because I remember more so like the ice cream truck coming through, and then I used to love that cotton candy little popsicle. Overflow said home and car audio is one of the things I do custom, and the first speaker box I had was built by my granddad, who was a carpenter. Although I actually have a DJ unit that I built a few years ago.
Hey, that's fire.
Dang, you was done reading it.
Yeah. No, I was reading it as you were saying it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's fire though. We used to do work at like doing repairs and stuff at commercial stores, like in the malls and stuff like that. Like if they needed something painted or they had a flood in their back room or they need new carpet, like we was the ones that was going in the stores, making them boys over, painting them, redoing them and stuff like that. And we had a job. It was at a shoe store. They had like a grand opening, and I guess now they was about to move everything around, but they had like a DJ booth with all the DJ equipment, like all the DJ equipment. Like, and they're like, oh yeah, we don't want it. We want this gone. We like, what? The whole DJ booth with the speakers, with the mixers and everything? They're like, yeah, get that stuff out of here. We don't need that no more. Man, to this day, I think my dad still got them speakers. We gave the DJ booth to my cousin finally after we had it years. We used to have parties in our garage. Man, rocking it out.
Man.
Beating the whole block down.
You used to just be in there sometimes.
Heck yeah. It's in there chilling.
Memories.
Shoot, Overflow, we might need you to make a custom one when we get this F450, you feel me? Cause I'm gonna have to be beating up in that joint. Even though I guess we gonna see what the natural sound like, but I might need a speaker box in that joint.
Mess around and don't have a back seat.
Man, sitting on a speaker. Easy, that's a massage seat for you right there.
Man.
Just a speaker. Like I said, I miss some old school songs. Miss Carmen said it was sporty. My dad taught me how to drive on a tractor on our farm, and yes, it was a 77. Hey,
oh my goodness,
that's crazy. That's raw. This boy, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, I really love like old school cars, cause it was like stuff.
Old school songs.
Yeah, stuff was just simple. It's like, man, speaking of my old school car that's sitting in my backyard, why did a groundhog crawl underneath? Because you know with them old school cars, it's like open. You can get up in that joint. Man, groundhog then went up in there, chewed up my spark plug wires. So now I got to get new spark plug wires. On top of that, I'm going to have to look up the firing order because I don't know what plug go where. It's like on site every time I see a groundhog. It's going down.
And then that groundhog was so disrespectful because he'd just like sit there and be like,
yeah, in front of our garage, like the garage, his house was.
Right, he like, shoot. And you could even like throw some stump
He'd be looking like, why y'all throwing stuff?
Oh, he been gone since our dog came.
Oh yeah, for sure. He came back home. He like, yeah, I ain't seen him. That's why I think he left a turd for me underneath my hood where he chewed up the wires. Like that's so disrespectful,
That's so
man.
rude.
Like,
oh,
I wish I can find him and yoke him. Yoke him up. DW said in Texas we call them cool cups.
Hey,
cool cups.
They remind me of Cool Whip.
My first car was a '79 Toyota Celica.
Hey, I heard of it.
Me too.
Before.
Let me look up that boy. I know what it looked like for sure. My mom had a Corsica.
A Corsica?
Oldsmobile Corsica. That
she
boy
said,
had.
She just said that, or you remember that?
No, I remember that.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
And she had a Cutlass. What was that? A Cutlass Sierra or something like that. Old joint. But I remember that one because the radio didn't work right. So we used to have like a battery powered radio in that joint. Still bumping. That's funny.
The Black Ape said, nowadays music is mid. No, for real.
Man,
it's like
real.
everything is so, I guess it's like, after so long, it's like everything is repeated. But it's so hard to find some music that sticks.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why I make my own music.
Man,
garbage. Dang, this 79 Toyota Celica, they got a gold one they just showed on here. I ain't gonna lie, I drive that joint. And the windows tinted. That boy, I'll definitely float that.
Here, click on it.
Oh. Dang, that boy clean too. Yeah, I definitely push this.
I should have looked it up on here so we could be showing them too. Well, your screen is cracked.
Hey, it still work.
Yeah, they checking out the cars.
Yeah, Overflow said my wife and I are trying to get an old school so we can cruise and travel. Yeah, I really want an old school drop top, so I was thinking like with my 9.8 if I should cut the top on that joint and maybe turn into a drop top that way, or should I just leave it and then we just get a separate drop top? I like the long body drop tops, just hog the road type.
That is crazy.
Hair in the wind.
There hasn't been a ride I felt compared to that ride. I'm not even gonna lie. And even the way the sounds feel, it's like the sounds even when the music was up loud, it just feels so smooth. It was just like floating. Like it had been times where I just be driving that boy and I just be feeling like I'm just running around. Like, hey.
Oh, and the bass just so in that boy. It's like I need some more little audio speakers because I got 6x9s in the back and in the front it's just like only room for like little tweeters. So it's like it's alright, but I can't wait to do the interior in that joint. That's gonna be a little renovation we do too, but that's down the line because that's a toy. Yeah. But it's like that boy be needed to just cruise in. I would have cruising that all day long. Shout out to Aries Trade. They just jumped in. What's going on, Aries?
What's up, Aries?
They said just checking in with the 100. And then they said love old schools. For sure, man. They don't make them like that no more.
If you got time, let us know. How did you come across our channel? Like, what video brought you here? We just been asking everybody that.
Overflow said that was a big come up from the mall. Like, wow, usually the mall will put a big dent in your pocket. For sure. We stayed at the mall, but I don't think we ever was like in there shopping for nothing unless probably going to all the stores she wanted to go to.
Man.
Like, oh, I need to go here.
It's funny because, I don't know why we used to always be at the mall, to be honest.
Man, probably it was just somewhere to go.
Man, right. Ain't had nothing to do. And it's so crazy because even as we got older, we be like, dang, I wish we knew about all this stuff when we was younger.
Man, for real.
Like, even, I'm not gonna lie, he said he had a glimpse into it, but even stuff like RV life and like, I never knew about that stuff. Like, what the heck? So people can just like, go travel whenever they want to. They could live on the road pretty much. Like, oh my God, that's the thing. But better late than never. Yes. Better later than never.
Aries said, "What's up, y'all? What's cracking?" Hey. I became a fan when y'all did your grandma's house over. Oh yeah. Aww. Very touching. She said, they said very touching.
Oh.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that was. It's funny. I can't even watch the end of that video. I rewatch it to see like how this funny because that was a crazy renovation for real.
Yes.
Like really our first big one, second big one.
Right.
And then it was just.
You said the end. You can't even do the end. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cause I thought you were saying like you can't watch the end of the video.
Oh yeah, can't watch the end of it because it's just make your heart. You get the crying.
Like, oh.
We be like, all right, turn it off.
Man.
Turn it
That's
off.
the funny part, and then it's like, okay.
Right. It's funny because a lot of people think, like my grandma words at the end of the video, that she was like praying and stuff on the porch. But no, that was like her last words in the hospital. So that's why I be like, oh, I don't even want to hear it.
Right.
But a lot of people thought she was praying like then and there. Like, no, that was 4 years later.
Right.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Say, yep, just drop a few. Oh, yes, man, dropped a few tears for sure. And Ray did the end, and I'm like, dang.
Man, I was like, I cried so many times editing that, and it's crazy because when you editing, you watching it over and over and over and over and over because you trying to make sure it's like good.
Right. And then the only thing, of course, we wish was different was the quality of it.
Yeah.
But we literally, like, some people didn't even catch on that was back in 2020. That was literally right when that virus hit.
Yep.
Like, literally, we was working on a house, and then they sent out a notice like, oh, everything shut down. We like, dang.
So
or they said, no, they were saying it was about to get shut down.
Oh, right.
And we like, my sister like, dang, they some panickers. So they like, oh my God, should we go to the grocery store? Should we just go buy what we need and stuff like that? And I'm like, man, it's gonna be cool. And then it started getting real, like, oh, snaps.
Man, and then it was like, oh dang, I ain't gonna have to go to work. And then it was like, up, here go your little slip, you can drive.
Right
now.
like, but it's crazy because even when I was at work, terrible. It was boring as heck. We only was doing emergency calls, so I literally was
crazy.
Chilling in the truck, playing the PSP.
Oh, y'all couldn't be by each other? Oh, dang.
Like, only if it's emergency. I think that's when you had to team up with somebody. But then they gave us apartments after that, but it was like, apartment be done in a snap.
That was some crazy time.
Heck, yeah.
Crazy time.
Ari said, yes, travel is the best. Me and my lady just got back from Belize.
Hey, love to hear that. Yes, I love when people just be out there just living. Yes.
Heck, shit. What y'all doing in Belize? How was it?
Stuff. Right.
Overflow said, then I'm going to build a custom enclosure that doubles as a sitting surface that houses tools, but also triples as a sub enclosure. Hey, that's fire.
Ooh, that sounds really cool.
I ain't gonna lie, I need something like that.
Hey, that sounds really
Even in my truck that I got now, when I got that joint, I had some sounds in there, and I used to, that boy used to be beat. I ain't gonna lie. But then it's like I needed my storage under my seats. So it's like, dang. So I ended up selling them to my boy Chuck. And then to this day, them things can't even stay empty. Like, it's full of tools now. I paid the kids the other day to clean out the truck, organize it.
And guess what? His truck got clean, but guess what? Mine didn't.
Hey, they were supposed to hit that one, but I think
it was too much for them. They was like, hold on. How much we get paid again?
Right. They like, did you see your back seat? Did you even go in there and look? I'm like, I know y'all did a good job. They was like, oh, you need to go see because
you need to see our work.
You just finessed us for
You should have recorded them.
I got their reason.
Like when they was cleaning it?
No, I ain't even recording cleaning it.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. They should have put that on their channel.
Right. Because they probably like, oh, he's dirty.
Right.
That's all you heard. I'm like, he got this stuff in here. You just dirty. It's like, y'all don't understand. Y'all ain't working in and out of y'all truck, so cheap. Miss Carmen said $2,000, but he wanted $2,300. But my dad cut a deal for a goat. He cut a deal with my dad for a goat and $2,000. That's fire. That's raw. Miss Carmen, you got any animals?
All right.
We might need to come get some And once we get our land, you feel me, like young and flourishing. What's cracking,
Hey,
y'all?
what's up, young and flourishing?
What's going on? Yeah.
Hey, speaking of land, right?
Though. Perfect time. But yeah, I'm gonna I can't wait to like get some goats.
Yeah.
I like them little mini goats, even though they be crapping everywhere. So we gonna have to have them a designated area. That's why I want a bunch of acres too. So
man, that actually been our battle right now. Like,
man,
do we go for the land first or the RV? Because we feel like if we got the RV, it don't matter what kind of land we get, we can figure it out. But if we don't get the RV, we gonna feel like we need somewhere on the land to stay.
Right. And it's like we really don't want to have to buy land with a house on it, because it's like we know it's not gonna be the house we want, because we know we're gonna have to build the house that we really want, like in our head or whatever. So it's like we don't even care. We really want some land without a house. That'd be perfect. But then two is like for the same amount the RV is, we can buy some acres for the same amount. So it's like, dang, what do we do? Like, should we still definitely, either way, we definitely still gonna get the RV for sure.
Right, we still getting the RV, still getting the truck, still getting the land. It's just the order.
It's like, dang, what should we get first?
Figure out the order.
Cause I really like want our land right now, like really bad. So it's like, dang, we could just be like, all right, let's go get the land. But it's like, dang, what if we get some land and there's no house on there?
Then we get a tiny shed.
Yeah. Or get a renovation RV, make or renovate that boy.
Oh God, God. The only thing about getting renovated stuff for yourself is sometimes it takes a long time to do it. But maybe because I'm just thinking like we gonna be renovating other projects while renovating our house. Of course, it's gonna feel like our house gets the short end of the stick because it's like, oh, we'll eventually do it.
Man, I don't know. I really want our land. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like I'm ready for my space right now. I had a. Oh, can I stay safe? Hit me up for anything you need. For sure, the Black A. Let us know your handles, like your social media handles or anything too.
Right.
We come check you out for sure. Every said.
Or email us if you want. Or hit us up on Instagram.
Yeah. The road trip y'all did was so nice. Also down south, looking for the truck. Oh yeah.
Aww.
Man, we went to North Carolina, and there it was definitely nice there, right? But we didn't get to see no mountain views, no nothing. On our way there and coming home, it was just dark. So that was like our sign for having to go back.
Yep.
Because we didn't get to see no views.
Yep.
Wait. Overflow said I have a Chevrolet Corsica. I had a Chevy Corsica with 3-year subsystem in the back and a custom color matched wheels for my Beretta lower. Called it Sportsica. So my mama had a Corsica. It was a Chevy Corsica. I didn't say Oldsmobile, but my mama had a Corsica. But I'll tell you what, it wasn't a Sportsica. That's for sure. Hey, but it did its thing. My mama here, she gonna be like, no, I'm talking about my damn Corsica.
Man.
But let me see. Aries said, oh man, it was awesome. Talking about their trip to Belize. Said it was awesome. It was my 42nd birthday. Stayed for 7 days. Drove a golf cart around the island. Had fun. Drinks. Beach. Ate at the local foods. Ate local foods and so much more. Hey, that sound fun. Shout out to you. Happy birthday too.
Right. Happy belated birthday.
42 years young.
Yes.
That's what's up.
That is what's up.
See, when we travel to places like that, I want to try like local food. I don't want to do like the touristy food, because it's like, nah, let me see what y'all taste like.
Exactly.
Don't cook it to what the Americans like to taste.
Right. It's funny, I just thought when you was talking about your mom car, my mama had a red Amigo. I think it was like, it looked like a Jeep for real. And she had a green T-top, what is it called? I don't know, it wasn't a Corvette. Or am I mixing it up? Let me see what the Amigo look like.
Let me see.
I ain't really a car head person, but I know my mama was like, let me see.
Oh, your mama was a trapper.
Oh yeah, she had a red Amigo.
Oh yeah, she was a trapper in this.
And then the T-top, it wasn't a Corvette. It was like some type of throwback type of.
Was it a
I can't think of it. Oh well.
Dang, was it like a Cutlass or something?
Something.
No, your grandma said she had that. Her grandma
my grandma had a Cutlass.
And she said they done stole her car, the young
Right.
dudes, and stole her car. She had that nice joint. She was like, it was so pretty.
She said it was like an orange color. I
I
could picture it.
They probably was like, ooh, grandma don't know what she about to. We need that.
She wasn't even a grandma at
Right
that
though.
point. That's messed up. They just said, hey, it's messed up either way.
Right.
That's crazy.
Dang,
that's funny.
You know, I started watching them at the same time, but I went back and watched everything I could find. Shout out to Miss Karma. But she was telling the Black Ape like you, them they both started watching at the same time.
Oh.
But she went back and watched everything that she could find. Really appreciate it.
I truly appreciate that.
Overflow. That's it. So yeah, let's get together. We can hook it up and make what you want with the F-050 for sure.
Hey.
We definitely gotta make something special for that joint. I'm definitely down. As Carmen said, I only have a sassy little cat named Cash, and he's a mess.
Cash? Oh my gosh, that's cute. Cha-ching.
Yes. Ari said, I like land. All you need is a small RV for the fam while you build a house.
Man,
For sure.
So true.
Look, Younger Florian said, oh yeah, that's a tough decision. Y'all are two of the most level-headed young people I've seen in a long time. Thanks, Miss Carmen.
Appreciate that. We be trying. Okay?
Yeah. I think we probably was just raised right. We got Tamika, she said, get it right. She said a Camaro. She had a 76 orange Cutlass. Oh, your grandma, 76. Oh, wait, I know that joint was fired.
Oh, you irritated talking about something. She said, get it right. But yeah, that I ain't gonna lie. The T-top Camaro. Oh, and it was like a green, like a. It's funny, yo, truck. It was like green, like her truck. That's actually funny. But that boy, I remember that boy. We got
so
a
basically,
picture.
You saying your mama stayed with the whips.
She did.
She was a little whipaholic, huh?
She had some cool little cars, and it was like little. That was funny.
like her last name. Younger Florida said, did y'all talk about your process on how you got into real estate? I know it varies from state to state, but I'm trying to see something laugh out loud. For sure, shoot, would you want to talk about like how we got into real estate or our process with like how we find our houses or how we decide we're gonna fix something up? Or what we look for. I think our process when we looking for like, are you talking about like an investment property?
Your process on how you got into real estate.
Oh, okay.
I know it varies from state to state, but I'm trying to see something. So are you saying like how it works for us to invest in it? Like what steps do we have to take to get into real estate where we at?
Ari said everything.
What?
Favorites of all time. 86 Cutlass. Oh yeah.
Man,
my engine out my 9.8. I got a 1980 9.8 Oldsmobile. My engine for that car came out of an 86 Cutlass. Because my dad rented a shop and it had a wrecked 86 Cutlass in there, and they've been paying the dude rent. Turns out the building was condemned. It needed to get knocked down, so they had to get kicked out of there. And in this exchange, he pretty much got the Cutlass. So we ended up, my engine and transmission were bad in there. And we got the engine and trans out of that car. Whoop, put it in that one. We was trying to think about restoring that car, but they got in a bad wreck. So we ended up like just selling it for parts. Where is that car? Did he sell the whole car yet? I don't even know. It's gone though. But I think we ended up just scrapping the rest of the car because it was beat. But that boy had some nice parts on it for sure. But and then what's up, Rosie Rose?
What's up, Rosie?
She said, hey, Art Life from Florida.
Hey, Florida, what's up? Dang, I feel like we haven't talked to somebody from Florida in some time.
Yeah, somebody just jumped in.
From Florida?
Yes, actually, from a while back, from the beginning of the live when we jumped in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was that name? Oh, Eric. Eric Yallman.
Okay, that's fine. So Florida was in the house too. Okay.
Right. So Young Floridian said all of the above. Like, think back to when y'all first started. How you went about financing, what made you decide to rent, etc. Okay. And then Tamika Litter said Ray started off taking pictures of real estate properties at age 16. Yeah,
Yes,
so
shout out to my mom.
Tamika down there, yep, that's Mama T. So she pretty much, shoot, it's crazy because Mama T the plug for real. I'm not even gonna lie. She was the one too that was like pretty much be sparking us even to this day. Like
yes, but, like I feel like she one of the most motivational people along this journey, like of our real estate journey. But that is funny. So let's see all of the above. Like think back to when y'all first started and how you went about financing, what made you decide to run.
Okay. Yeah, Florida representative in the joint. Okay.
Okay.
Florida. So
from the beginning, I feel like he always say like, go ahead, say yours.
What? Well, I say.
I'm gonna let you say.
Even when it comes to like me even liking real estate, right?
Yeah, cause to me it's a difference between investing, like when we got our mindset to invest, versus when it was like, oh, I like building. I feel like that's kind of separate from the investing part.
Yeah, but I think for real,
on how to get into real estate.
How we got into
the way we got into real estate is
by our first house. But I don't know. I feel like before that, of course, we was like fixing real estate. Okay, I guess it's about us when we started investing and stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Like our first crib. Because our first house, so we was 18, 19.
Right.
And sure, I came from college. I was supposed to go back to college, but my old school, that was my car. That boy broke down. So it was like, dang. I ain't got no ride back to college. I ain't gonna lie. I really ain't want to take no bus back and forth to work because I had to go to work to pay for my rent on the college, like my dorm. Mm-hmm. And it was like, dang, that's too much because I already was sidetracked on trying to get enough hours to pay my rent. And then I was slacking on the school side, so I had to go home for like a semester. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, forget it. I'm not even about to go back because they told me I'm going to end up getting a cable job when I graduated. I got the cable job and I ain't go back to school. So it was like, that was a waste of my time.
We was so mad. Like, we both was so mad.
Salty.
Like, what?
Then they end up saying, you don't need no experience. And I'm like, what?
And first of all, it was a red flag with that college anyways because they literally said it wasn't accredited. Like,
I didn't even know that.
It wasn't accredited.
I didn't even know that.
I don't think you understood it.
No, I definitely probably didn't.
Because that was the reason I didn't want to go there.
Yeah.
So I don't think you understood that.
I didn't. I just wanted to get out my house and get up on my own. Mm-hmm. So I was like, perfect. But when we came back from there, when I was coming back home to visit, right? Mm-hmm. To visit, because I used to live with my dad. So I used to come home visit with them. But I used to come home and be like, shoot, ain't no point in me being here. What's up, y'all? Hey, I'm going back to Ray house because, shoot, I want to be with her the whole time. So I was going, staying at her house, spending the night and going back to college and stuff like that. And then when I finally came home, it was like, I came home and then it was like, all right, I ain't trying to be here. Boop, was kind of staying at her. And then Mama T, shout out to Mama T again.
Right.
But I think she asked her like, oh, can Tyron spend the night? I think when I was coming back from college, I think.
Yeah.
But so, she ended up was like.
Yeah, I ended up asking my mom like, oh, can he, can he stay with us? And remember, at this time, because some people probably be like, dang, your mom do that? But we was together for, like, years. Like, probably, since we was 16? 16. So we was together for, like, 4 years, technically. No, wait, I lied. Years. That's 2 years.
Yeah. But that's literally from
I don't know.
9th to the 12th grade.
Yeah, so it's like I said 4 years. Like, where that math go? I don't have
something like it felt like it.
Man. But okay.
Then I think she ended up saying yeah.
So my mother was like, it's crazy because shout out to my mother because I think she was looking at it like, shoot, dang, it was sometimes where she would kind of say stuff like, I just didn't want you to feel like y'all have to be outside, like sleep in a car somewhere, trying to be rebellious.
Like, y'all can't be together type. We
right.
We gonna be together like the old movies.
Right. So yeah.
Run away together, something like that.
I kind of feel like I don't know if it necessarily got anything to do with our investing journey, but that's kind of like.
But no, I'm just saying like
of you coming home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when I moved with them.
Right. So
and then we was staying with y'all. I was staying with y'all, and then it was like, all right, now it's time for us to move on. So and it's like, dang.
There's a little more to the story.
Look, we ain't gotta get all the details.
But I ain't gonna give all the details. But yeah, let's just say, sometimes you get older, you guys go.
We ain't get kicked out.
We ain't get kicked out. Shout out to my mom. My mom always made it. Like, she was trying to basically make it a nice environment. But it was some other people who made it like an uncomfortable environment.
You know what?
So I was like, we out. Mom, how we gonna get this house? We need to get this house. Mom, I want to get this house. I want to get this house. And I
about to move
her.
to the hood.
Yeah, and I feel like this is the perfect moment to be saying this because she's here. But it's like, we pretty much was like on her back for real. Like,
yeah, because we found the perfect house.
We want this house. Well, at least I was on her back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and it was even crazy because with our first house, and it's like, let's talk about the money side. We found a house that was like, dang, this house cheap as heck. Never really seen no house this cheap before. And it's like, all right, let's go look at it.
Mm-hmm.
When to go look at it, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's water down there. It stink, garbage, clothes everywhere.
Yep.
And Ray like, oh no, you tripping.
I'm like, this is it.
Oh, like,
I want it.
Right, then my dad came and looked at it. He like, oh, you will be tripping. You be crazy if you don't buy this house for this price. I'm gonna buy it if you don't buy it. And then like our money, they wanted like $5,000 for the house.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dang, where we gonna get 5 bands from? I just bought a truck for $300.
Right.
And did like the oil change and stuff like that. And now that boy was worth more. I think I sold that for like $1,000, $1,300.
Mm-hmm.
Sold my truck for $1,300. She ended up getting in an accident by college, hit her car.
Right.
So she ended up getting money from that.
In the midst of this, I'm in school. I'm in college to become a nurse. Like at that point, I was in college to become a nurse. And then he was working at a cable company, just to kind of give y'all some background of what was going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
But you can go ahead and finish.
What was I saying?
I'm sorry. So basically, we were looking at the house,
and
it was just like a yes for me, a no for him. His dad said, no brainer. You need to get it or I'm going to get it. And then it turned into basically us trying to figure out the money. Mm-hmm. I ended up getting in an accident with the college. And they were like, okay, we pretty much going to give you this money. And then with him, I was pretty much like, okay, maybe we should like go in on this. Like it should be for me and you so we could both, get it. So he basically ended up, that's where he was at.
Yeah, that's when I ended up selling my truck.
Right.
Because I'm like, dang, I got that boy for a good price. And the dude was going to be salty that I bought it from because he was kind of like a family friend. Mm-hmm. And he barely wanted to sell it to me for that price. Mm-hmm. But it was like dang, I got to do it. Because Ian Ray, she was just way smarter. She used to save her money and stuff. So she had like $1,000 saved up on top of her accident. And I'm like, dang, she raw for real because I need to start saving my money like that. But ended up selling my car, had my bread. And then also too, Mama T said, tell the real, I didn't want y'all to move, to live in that hood property at first. That's for sure.
Oh no, you didn't want us to live there, but I didn't either. That's right. The part you didn't also probably didn't know. Like I was literally like crying to him, like I don't want you to move over there because they gonna mess with you. They gonna see the way you look.
Yeah.
And then, like that's the reason too.
Yeah. So my dad owned the property. And it was definitely like smack dab in the hood for sure. Yeah. Like I didn't even want to move over there for real. Mm-hmm. The only thing that like eased my mind, it was a 2-family, and I'm like, all right, I can have my sister move downstairs, and so we ain't gonna be here by ourselves. We can be somebody we know here. Mm-hmm. Boom, my sister can move downstairs. I can live up here. Mm-hmm. But it was like even the first day when we went down there, we actually cleaned out the house. Yeah. I installed cable in the house. And I went in the backyard, and it's like it was just a bunch of trash from the neighbors, like even they mail. So they just kept throwing their trash back there.
I just instantly saw it was gonna be a problem.
Yeah, and then I'm like, then the police was in the front yard, and honestly, I just went up there just to ask them on some. Hey, so if we got, I did not know. I'm like, if it's like a bunch of trash right from another person, like how will we get that cleaned up? And he like, oh, you just gotta ask their landlord and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, all right. So boom, we outside still getting stuff. The police leave. Dude come out the house like, hey bro, like why would you pointing over here and stuff? Like, why you pointing over here with the police and shit? I'm like, boy, I'm talking about the trash in our backyard or whatever like that. He like, oh, all right. I'm like, from that, Ray like, hell no, we gone. I'm like, dang, that threw off the vibe because it's like, now this dude probably thinking I'm snitching or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
And it's crazy because I ain't even gonna lie. I probably would have just still thugged it out with you. I probably would have did it. But it's funny because you changed your mind.
Yeah. And then that house came about and it was like,
that was crazy. That was the universe. So basically that house ended up coming up, and the whole thing was we was really supposed to be talking about how we didn't really have the money. And it's funny because even with my money and his money, the money still wasn't adding up.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I don't even know where was this thirsty energy.
Because we found out too, like the dude that was like middle playing the deal.
No, not even that. It was before that. It was like, it's crazy. My point is, it's crazy how when something is kind of meant for you, it seemed like you can't even let it go. Because my mother was literally, I feel like my mother was being like a, I don't know. She was trying to figure out a creative way to make it happen. Because in my mind, I'm not gonna lie, my mother was in real estate since I was like young. Like even how she brought up that I was taking pictures of like the abandoned properties when I was 16. But it's crazy because I didn't understand what I was doing. And it's so sad when you younger, you can kind of be so busy, like you trying to figure out your own way. It's like sometimes you can end up looking past a way that your parent is kind of already creating. So it was like I was thinking about fashion design. I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm about to try to make money in real estate. So at that time, I couldn't even really grasp that concept. But I was able to grasp that, oh, if we buy a messed up house and fix it, that's like smart. Like that's one thing I was able to grasp from her. So it was like when this house came up, it just was like a no-brainer. And then it's crazy how it worked out because my mom ended up having like somebody who was able to figure out the deal and make the deal end up working. And it's crazy because a lot of the repairs that was needed on that house, it turned out it wasn't as major as they said it was.
And the scariest part behind it was that the city was going to get involved with that house too. So that's why a bunch of people didn't want it, because in that city at that time, it's like as soon as you buy a house, they on some, oh, let me come see what's wrong. Oh, and I think they already had paperwork signed up that say this house need $30,000 worth of repairs. So y'all got to give us $30,000, and then y'all got to put y'all own $30,000 in it. And when y'all done, then we'll give y'all money back. But it's like nobody bought that house because don't nobody got like $30,000 just to give you the whole and put 30 in the house. That concept never makes sense to me unless you really got money. So it was people scared about that house, but we like, let's see if they do that. So, and the house used to be, and the house came down to be like a super cheap price where we can afford it. It wasn't $5,000. It was like $1,200, I think.
So, yeah,
it was
so
crazy.
Basically it's crazy that the repairs they said it needed, it turned out it didn't need those repairs.
At all.
So, it was kind of like when we end up taking, we took a risk of having to end up paying to get all that stuff taken care of, but it turned out it didn't need that.
Right.
And it's funny because even how you was kind of saying, like, how do we start investing? Because I want to make sure I'm speaking to that question. Or how do we get into real estate? Technically, I feel like that was our way that we got into real estate because instantly we had equity.
Yeah. Because
the house didn't need all that work that they claimed it needed. And we pretty much was able to get it for cheaper. So I feel like at that point we became real estate invested because that was the equity.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy because that's where it really started.
Yeah,
if you really think about it, like as far as us investing in real estate.
Right. Because after we got that, we fixed the stuff that was inside. That's how we started learning how to fix more stuff. Because I always used to call my dad like, all right, I got to fix this. Hey, how you fix this? And then he was like, oh, we got to do such and such, blah, blah, blah. All right, boom, do it. Hey, how you fix this? Or can you come over here and look at this? Can you come over here and do this? And then he'd come over a couple times, and then it got to the point where I was calling him too much, and he stopped answering. So then that's when I'm like, I'm gonna go to YouTube.
Right.
And after that, it just took off from there. Cause once I started learning stuff on YouTube, oh, you couldn't tell me nothing. And I was doing it right, kinda. Especially on our first house,
Ooh,
it was like I was doing it right, but it was a better way to even do it.
Right.
So that's pretty much how it took off from our first house. That's how we learned more stuff. So that was a big like stepping stone when we got that joint.
Yeah,
so big shout out to Mama T for sure.
Right. Yep. And we honestly we told this story like a few times, and it's funny because we also still told that part about you too back then. It's just So I feel like that was kind of our first investment into real estate, and that opened the doors for us to be like, oh, we in real estate now.
And we only put
asset.
Super asset, because with that house, of course, the city didn't end up saying that when we swapped it over. It didn't need a roof or nothing like that. The roof was tarp. It just needed caulk. So we caulked that. It was like a bunch of the repairs was literally minor stuff. And we did that. And shoot, at that time, we probably put a total of $10,000. And I'm going to tell you, the $7,000 of that was from the windows that we didn't pay like a big company to do. Was a big mistake. But that's crazy to even think about that.
It was finance, though.
It was finance. But it was like, that's even crazy. We spent
all that
majority of the money on windows.
And then when we needed to use the warranty for the windows, they had all types of excuses.
Man, all types of crap.
Yes.
But
so, I mean, that was how we got into real estate.
Right. Now, investing.
Now, as far as, I feel like the kind of like building the skills and stuff, that also came along with that.
Right.
And what's, some of the stuff that was learned before that. And even just having the mental, I don't even feel like our mental was even fully developed, like where we was like, oh my goodness, this is a great financial thing to do.
Right.
Like, I don't think our mental was even developed like that. It was just like, oh, it's a messed up house. It's going to be worth more after we fix it. It's super cheap. Yeah. Like, it was just like super, it was simple for us.
Yeah.
In our mind. Like,
and then it's crazy because even being like 19, then we turned 20 in the house, and it was like, dang. It's like we just had like the regular lives. It's like it's like, all right, go to work, come home. It's like, damn, what we gonna do?
Right.
Just bored.
Yes. So my mom said, oh, now y'all inspire and motivate me. Oh, you still inspire and motivate us. Miss Carmen said, when you know it's right, you know. Yes. And you already read that. I mentioned that, y'all. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I read. I
but it's funny because that came after we got our house.
Right.
Too.
So yes.
Hold on, let's catch up.
Oh yeah. That's
Baby
gonna be
girl,
the next
you would have
one.
made a wonderful nurse. Do you ever think about continuing in the medical field? So Miss Carmen, I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't. But I truly appreciate that. And it's funny because I felt like I would have been good. I think maybe it's something like, I don't know if it's just right now I feel this way, but I feel like I kind of fulfilled that want that I had with kind of like our kids. And like even homeschooling our kids, or like kind of digging into like the natural ways, like even changing the way we eat. And just paying more attention to like that type of stuff. I feel like I pour that thing that I felt like I had for nursing. I feel like I pour into that now.
Yeah. Or even when we have to like go help our elders.
Yeah.
Like we be trying to tell.
Pour that.
Yeah. Like even like our grandparents that's still alive, like Ray grandma. Like we be trying to tell her like, listen.
Oh my God.
Because we be over there, like we was over there chilling one day, and she like, oh, I gotta switch out them curtains. I'm gonna do it such and such. And we like, I mean, we here, we can swap out your curtains.
Right.
Because it's like, it's gonna take her, probably the whole day to do it. It's about to take us 5 minutes. So we literally swapped all her curtains, and she was like, oh my God, y'all just helped me a whole bunch. And we like that's what we here for. That's what grandkids for. Like, hit us up. And we come out.
Us.
But she the type of, she just gonna do it herself.
Yeah, she don't tell us. And then it'll even be stuff like, oh, I actually plan on moving that table. And we like, oh, we can move it
Right.
right now. She like, oh, you sure?
Like,
Yeah.
like this table heavy as heck. You think we just gonna let you move it?
Man, but it's funny because I don't know. Maybe some people just be like, I have that in me too because I'll be like, I don't want to be a bother to nobody. Like, I'd rather just try to wait or I'll try to eventually figure it out. So she probably got that in her, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But shoot, so after that house, after our first house,
Hold on, wait, let's catch up.
we did.
No, we didn't.
I think.
Oh, dang, Overflow probably long gone.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Who's
thanks for
Overflow?
hanging out with us, Overflow. And Young Flourish, I would have been gone too. Yeah. It's crazy because that's a gentrification area now. Right.
Yes.
It's crazy because I'm so grateful for that house. That house has
Well,
been...
no, not even that. I think she's talking about Park Edge.
Oh,
So
we skipped over Park Edge? Oh,
yeah,
dang.
look,
Oh, God dang.
But
Well,
so
okay, we'll go back to Park Edge.
Yeah.
So that's it? We did.
Yep, your
My
mom said
phone
you stepped on her
was-
face. What's up, our kid Jay?
What's up, RT J?
And then my turn just hopped up in the
I just
22. What's
repeated
cracking?
What's up?
Oh, so now Young and Flourishing, our first investment property, what Mama T brought up is this one property. She said we actually made a bet on that one or deal. I remember she was like, "Oh, if you post this, oh dang, yeah."
Yes.
I think we got it. We was like,
Wait, that was after time?
yeah, because remember that's when I first got my truck. Not that truck, my
But we
great
had the
truck.
money here though. Remember? We might have to share some of those pictures because
Oh yeah.
we was, man, it was a situation where when you ain't never had something, then you just get to be like, hey, turn that. We
Right,
had
that was like
oh Lord,
the
okay,
first
go ahead,
split.
tell us the story.
But nobody even take that back.
It wasn't before
So
this house.
after that house, that was the first house we got. The second investment property we got is the one we living in right now.
Yes.
Like shout out to Mama T again because she just the plug. Like she know everybody.
No,
She
this
probably
is,
even know the mayor of the city you live in.
yeah, and it's so crazy because even it's funny because I was just telling my mom this the other day. It's like I remember when I first found out I was pregnant, and we was literally riding down the street, and I'm like, Mom, guess what? I'm pregnant, and it's so funny because she was just like, okay, like she's just supportive of whatever was gonna happen. But it's so crazy because I'm just thinking like, dang, we was riding down Dunham, and I think that's funny because we was riding down Dunham, and ain't it funny that this house is here? Oops. But it's funny though because
Yeah, that
it's
is
funny.
Dang, that is.
Okay,
That's funny.
It's funny to tell her that. But anyways, so it's just funny how she jumped into like, okay, like she even had told, okay, that's when I'm just all over the place because that's funny. I just had that realization that where we got the second house was literally probably a street over from where I told my mom that I was pregnant. But she was just like, okay, like it's cool. Like let me know whatever you want to do. I'm here or whatever. So I was just like, I had already told her I didn't want to be in nursing school no more. And she ended up telling an agent at her office, a top producing agent, like, I don't know what my daughter want to do. We got to figure something out for my daughter. And then it's shout out to her because she basically ended up paying for me to become a realtor. She put the money up for me to become a realtor, y'all.
Right.
And she was just like pretty much just trying to help me kind of get into real estate pretty much. But it's funny because no, I think the realtor thing, did that come after that?
No, I think that was
Or
part
that
of
was,
it.
Yeah, it was kind
Yeah,
of like
that was because that's when you started
really
reading the book.
about real estate.
Heck yeah.
I'm sorry if it seemed like we all over the place, y'all. But it's just funny how it was really like levels to this. It was like, okay, you could become a real estate agent, you become a notary. I was dang near becoming a little Tamika for real. But you can be a realtor, you can be a notary, like, you know what I mean? It's a bunch of options. So it was like, okay, I started deep diving into Robert Kiyosaki. I feel like I brought that up before.
Mm-hmm.
And then an opportunity came up amongst that process where my mother was like, oh, shoot, look, y'all should rent out your house,
Right.
and then y'all should get this house that we in.
And it's crazy because even like with that last house, it was a gamble. What that situation was gonna be after we got it, and the same thing with this house. It was like, do you want to take this risk? Because is it 50-50? 50% chance it can be yours, or 50% chance the bank might take this boy. And it was the bank that the previous owners that own this house, they ain't pay their mortgage. So it was like one of them situations where it's like, we could get it. The bank would be like, all right, I don't want the house.
We could get it and try to negotiate with them, basically.
Or,
so it's a bunch of like creative. Yeah. We pretty much got super creative, y'all. Because to be honest, if we wouldn't have been willing to like take the risk with this stuff, like it was like, you know, that's how investments are. Just like people play the lottery. It's just we, instead of us investing in the lottery, when we do it with real estate. So it was like, we basically was like, okay, once again, not fully knowing, but also I did research into Robert Kiyosaki, a lot of his stuff. It was like, this makes sense, but it still seemed fake. But it was like, it makes sense though. So I'm like, okay. Like we didn't see the inside. We saw the outside of the house and was just like,
we seen the outside. I was like,
it's a nice house. It was just like, okay. Once again,
the area, it was like, why wouldn't we?
You talk about brave, like we was just like, okay, a lot of the time.
And it's funny because I ain't gonna lie, Ray understood more of the real estate stuff than me. It's like, oh, I know I can come through and fix what's wrong with this joint.
But ain't that funny? He thinking like, oh, she know that this is a good deal. And then I'm thinking like, oh, he know how to fix everything. All along, we literally just risking it. Because we like, it seemed like it's going to be a good idea. So that's actually
we thugging it.
So then that our first house turned into our rental property.
Yep. And that was like the first two. We was like, all right, boom, we about to have our first tenant. So we didn't rush. Rushed out of our last house to come in here. Instead of, like, our plan was to completely fix this up. When we come here, we just move right in and everything be good. But it didn't even happen like that because we thought we had a tenant over there. So we like, oh, let's hurry up. We just finished fixing the stuff in here when we get there. So we didn't rush out that house. Turns out the tenant was like a dud.
Oh my God.
2 dud tenants. And we like, dang, we could have stayed in there, finished this house, and moved on. But after we got this house and was comfortable in here, found our tenant over there or whatever, then that's when we learned about the financing part where we can get equity out of our house.
Well, I think that's even farther along.
I think it is too.
Wow, it's so crazy how much stuff was going on at once. Because after we got our first house, then here comes Ava, and then it was like we ended up with our second house. And our first house turned into a rental. But then, in the midst of us, I feel like it was like a little bit after we finished this house, that's when we started learning about wholesaling. So that's when that deal came up.
Right.
About
we did our first flip.
Yeah, it was the first wholesale, right?
No, because we went in there and cleaned it up.
Oh, right, and it was technically in. I don't consider it a flip when you don't fix nothing.
But we fixed up the trash that was in there. We went in there and cleaned the house out. Remember? Yeah, we didn't fix nothing. But we cleaned it out and made the vision. We made the vision more.
I think that's wholesaling.
Oh.
Like wholesaling is when.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a bunch of stuff in there. Like, it was a bunch of golf clubs. Let us know if we just.
It was a shotgun in that joint. It was an old police officer house.
Yeah, so it was just a bunch of trash that we had to clean out. And it's funny because, was that Ava there? Or was she with my grandma? Shout out to Gina.
I think EJ was there.
Yeah. Anyways, but that was a crazy situation because
we had that. So that on I had it listed on Craigslist.
Right. Basically, my mama ended up getting this house for like a really, 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 really good deal. It was crazy. It was like almost unbelievable. Those prices back then. I think that's one thing too. Back then, the prices of real estate were so different. But these days, I mean, with inflation, it probably equals out to be about the same if you buy some raggedy houses.
Yeah.
Like, it might end up being just inflation. But basically that house was like super cheap. Like what like
I don't
think
even
it
remember
was
the price of the house.
I think she bought that boy for like 500, cleaned it
Damn.
out, and then it was like
Will we sell it for
I
like
can't
16,000?
I can't even remember.
I think.
But it's just crazy how wholesaling work, y'all.
Yeah,
But
she said that was pretty much wholesale.
yeah, so basically, that was the first time we ever experienced making that much
Like a
money.
large amount of money.
Because he ended up literally posting it on Craigslist. That's how you know you gotta be careful what you consider to be trash. Because those people gave up on that house pretty much. And that might have been an auction house actually, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really remember if it was an auction house or not. But my mom was basically like, hey, if y'all find a buyer, we can split it. Ty was like, posted on Craigslist. Guess what? It was not even that long.
Hello.
Yes,
They
somebody
was
was
like,
like,
where house at? How much you want? Can I come look at it? And then I think the people who end up buying them, they came from Puerto Rico. And I didn't even know they were serious at first, but they were serious. We literally was. I think we went to like a notary spot. We was counting up the cash in the car. I was outside as security.
Oh my god.
It was a lot of money, and we was in the inner city for sure.
Yes.
So I'm like, I'm all them people walking up the street. I'm outside the door, literally like security. They in the car just like.
And that was the crazy feeling because that basically was like we was able to split that much money. Like it was like I think it probably was around 14,000 or something, just for us knowing like the value of something and somebody else just throwing it out, treating it like trash. Actually, I wish she could confirm if that was an auction property.
Right. Mama T, was that an auction house?
But that go to show you can get creative in real estate too. So far we've shared that we was able to get equity just from owning the house. Which I'm not even gonna lie. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that people are able to buy houses that are already renovated and fixed up. But I feel like a house is not really an investment unless it has like equity in it.
Yeah. If you don't buy it and it's not worth more than what you bought it for, or you can't do nothing to it to make it, to us, it's like it's not worth it.
Yeah,
like,
to us, it's not really an investment.
Right.
To us, it's like if you buy it and it's already fixed up, some people will be like, okay, I ain't got time to fix a house. That's understandable. Yeah. But I'm just saying to us, if you buy a house and it don't need no updates, to me, it's like that ain't really an investment until time go by and then your value go up. But then, if you ask me too, this is why sometimes the real estate market is a little weird to me because it's kind of crazy how you can buy a house at the top of the market and then on top of you, let's just say you buy a house for $150,000 and then your interest over them 30 years end up being $200,000. So I mean, it's like, is it an investment? I mean, I don't know, but hey, so I feel like that was our first way of getting into real estate was the investing and getting equity right away. Second way was once again getting equity right away and turning our first property into a rental. So once again, those were not really like the average person would be scared.
Yeah.
To do that, do it the way we did it. So it's like, you know,
it's like at your own risk. I think not even. It's just,
I wouldn't even say at your own.
It's kind of like, is you willing to take a risk? Because even now with the houses that we get now, it's like we still know the outcome because we still do the numbers and stuff like that. So it's not like we gambling now. Of course, you still gambling. Risk. Yeah, calculated risk.
Right, because it's like if this all is said and done, then for example, with the second house, it was like if it was all said and done and we was just like, oh, we can't negotiate with them, it would have been like, okay, if they said we want 100,000, then it would have been like, no. It would have been like y'all can have the house back. But with the circumstances, it was like, okay, if the house is 100,000 and you owe 40,000 in back taxes, do you think a bank really is gonna be like, give me that house?
Right.
And the house is worth less than the 100 plus the 40,000?
Gonna be like,
So
nah.
they like, banks don't really want the houses back. They want their money.
Yeah.
So it was a situation where back taxes. That's why I don't think a lot of people want to get creative in that way, because some people are like, oh, they got all the back taxes. But I feel like if you look at our, like, if we really had to share a, I'm gonna say what we do is we really consider properties with back taxes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much our strategy.
And I feel like that's how we get the biggest discount too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's coming with baggage.
And it's funny because some people might say, well, why won't you just go to the auction? That's the negative thing. Once it hit the auction, it's kind of like you fighting for it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, sometimes if you can catch it while there are taxes on the property. So I don't know. Like, I feel like we kind of probably talking all over the place. But this is really kind of how our journey did end up building up. But it's just funny. If I had to call out one thing that's important from our journey is don't be scared to get creative. Because just being honest, people like us, like, it's kind of like rare to see them investing in real estate. And even just being honest, even at our age, like when we first got our first house, and it's funny because we kind of are aging more and more now, but I'm just being honest, like you don't really see people like us who actually investing in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually sad because a lot of the stuff is kind of not in plain sight, and I can't even fully say that they hiding it from us, because sometimes our people don't look for the information. Like, it's a lot of, focus on more so like the rapping and
Mm-hmm.
all that type
The
of. I ain't gonna I ain't gonna say rapping only. I'm gonna just say it's a lot of focus on the distractions, and it's like
the flashiness.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to real estate, people we put in real estate, they show you the flashy side.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we show the real side. It's like, oh, this is a way you can get into. Like, you don't have to start off and get a 60-unit apartment building and be straight into debt. Like, no, if you want to get into it at your price range, at a low price range, buy a beat up house if you willing to do the work.
Right.
Like, that's the only thing. And if the numbers make sense.
Right.
What's up, Janine? Just ask Mama what's going on.
Hey. How we doing? But I feel like that probably was like a lot of information. But if I had to say, I feel like just along our journey, because even that pretty much been our strategy, just to find super neglected houses that have
like some back taxes or something somebody else scared of.
Yeah, something somebody don't want. We want the stuff nobody want, because it's actually crazy, because it's like, dang, it's less competition.
Yeah.
But I think it's also important too. I said this in the past, but like even in our story, some people could be like, oh, his father, he learned that from his father. Oh, her mother. Oh, it's because
she probably got that house from her mama.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure to speak on that too, because if that's the case, then I just feel like maybe his siblings would have took his route.
Yeah,
it's like he still is just into that.
Yeah.
And then with me, it's like maybe my siblings would have took this exact route. It's like you still gotta have a drive for it.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want nobody to get it confused, like, oh, they had a parent. No, it's like you just need somebody to kind of light that flame in you. It don't have to be your parent. Like, it could literally be somebody on YouTube, which is why we like to share this process. Because we might spark somebody, and even if we don't spark them to do real estate investment, it could just be like just in their family dynamic, just like caring about their family, like wanting to get their family involved in what they're doing. Because I think sometimes time can slip by while you're working, but it's like, hey, why not include the kids into your work?
Actually,
like, why not try to get them to, why not spend time with them along the process? But I just thought it was important to kind of call that out because some people can try to use that excuse like, oh, that's why. Oh, that's why. But it's like, no.
It's because
It's
of
really
us.
Yeah, it's like you
we
still gotta have a mindset like I'm willing to do this. And don't get me wrong, because every person is a blessing along the journey. Because whether they hurting you or helping you, it's like you still can take a lesson from it.
Yes.
But I just want people to understand too, even hearing our story and being like, oh, his father, oh, his mother. Because I'm just gonna be honest. My father is, I mean, he's somewhere. He's doing him. So it's like, I mean, somebody could be like, oh, you had your mother, but it's like, okay, but what about my father? So it's like, I just want to make sure, because some people really be trying to.
They kind of give, dang, what is it called? They give your credit to somebody else.
Yeah,
like, not even your credit. It's just like,
they'll downplay what you've done because
like, you only did that because your mom was in real estate.
Exactly.
You only did that because your dad fixed houses, but it's like, no, because
it's more than that.
Yeah,
that was a part of it.
Right.
But I just want to make sure, because I don't want nobody to feel like, oh,
I can't do it because I ain't got my mom.
Yeah, I don't got a support system.
My dad ain't showing me how to do it. Nah,
it's like
that ain't no excuse. Look, my dad showed me how to do the basics, and I went on YouTube and learned the rest. Like, I've been interested in this stuff since I was a little kid. So it's like, whatever you interested in, it ain't got to be somebody next to you ain't got to be doing it for you to believe you can do it. Like, just look online. There's people everywhere. Whatever you want to do, houses, anything.
Right, it's funny. I just feel like I just definitely had to say that part.
Yeah.
Because even for people who plan this back, because
it's family that think about that.
Yeah.
That think like that.
Are we fine?
Yeah, we definitely got to say something. But your mom just said, I'm proud of y'all breaking the generational curses. Thank you.
We proud of you too.
And Younger Flourishing. I'm going to go back to y'all first question, though, Younger Flourishing.
Oh, we missed something?
And DW said, yeah, we love y'all. Show the real side.
We love y'all.
And Younger Flourishing said, that's why I love y'all channel. You show the real side and you educate us along the way. For sure. I think that'd be like natural, because it's like, some people, they want to do it or they interested, but some people too nervous to ask you.
Yeah.
So I feel like, why are we doing it? It's like, oh, this how you do it if you wanted to do it.
Right.
It's like, shoot, even if you don't want to do it, now you got in your brain like, dang, I never knew that was put together like that before. Now if I run into that, I can take care of that problem or something like that.
And not even just that, but imagine if you paying your contractor to do something, and I'm not saying we know, like, of course, we always learning, they always learning, but you could literally see your contractor do something and be like, hold on.
Like, what?
Wait, I don't remember, no, not even that. Like, I remember Ty put up that drywall, I don't remember seeing him put that drywall like that. That ain't right. Like, that's still sticking out. That boy look 3D. There's no way one of my drywall tiles should be 3D. Like, even stuff like that. Yeah. So it's like, even if you're not, I don't want people to think that it's like, oh, you shouldn't pay contractors or nothing. No, it's just like, if you got that urge and that drive,
go ahead and try it. You can always have them do it.
Based off your local.
Right. Based off your local municipality and what's the names. Hold on.
My phone died, y'all. I would have been trying to.
We was trying to. But Young First said, loving the story. I need a step-by-step video, like how you look for the houses with back taxes and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Well, look, we can really get into it.
Where my mama at? Because we've been talking about stuff like this. That would even be cool if we could even collaborate to even do something. Like,
that'd be raw.
Yes, because I swear, like, we really been taking YouTube so serious, y'all. Like, we literally pay for a membership from a really smart top YouTube teacher.
Yeah.
So he was actually telling us, like, pretty much some ideas, and we were just talking about it, like, how we can set our stuff up so we can start offering like more detailed stuff. Because right now I feel like it's more so like, okay, this is like what we're doing.
Right.
But we don't make really videos kind of like how to
Well, we do.
get in real estate.
Right.
Not how to
Not
get,
how
in
to get
real
into
estate,
real estate, but it'd be like how to do
how
like
to get
certain.
tax property houses.
Yeah,
Or
that'd
like
be.
we don't really do
Yeah,
that.
we need to.
But that's something that could make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like what we were talking about with him. And then I would be cool to partner with her because it would just not only be us, but it would be her experience. If I'm not mistaken, my mother got like 20 years. She gotta have like 20 years of experience. I think she got like 20 years of experience in real estate. So it will be like not only just us giving our point of view as we're building, but it'll be like something like having her even doing something so she could also put her knowledge in. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that would be cool. That's actually cool to know that you would be interested because we want to be able to share our journey and we want to be able to teach those who want to like learn like more of the behind the scenes
Right.
or behind the yeah.
And I'm gonna go back too because the Florida and they asked a good question. Um, said did price weigh more on your decision than location? No, because back then we could have got a bunch of houses in like the inner city
But we
for
were
super
so
cheap.
picky.
We were super picky. We like, nope. If it ain't close to us, near some suburbs, we really want the ones in the suburbs, but who don't want them?
Right.
So it was some in some nice, cause even in like the inner city, it's some nice neighborhoods, but we just didn't know too much about those certain neighborhoods, so we was just staying away from it. We ain't know nothing about it. We was staying away from them. But looking back now, ooh, we could have cleaned up, like.
Man.
Cause now we looking into those neighborhoods and it's like, oh, this neighborhood not that bad. Okay, this ain't that bad over here. We was just trying to go off of like when I was doing cable, I used to go in certain neighborhoods and be like, all right, these people renting, they house look nice in here. They don't look raggedy. Dang, this neighborhood not that bad. This is actually a quiet street, even though like a couple streets over or like on the other side of the street, it might seem a little hooder.
Right.
But over here, it's like that's when I learned too. Like more people that own properties on the street gonna be a cleaner, better street.
Right.
Because there's more homeowners over there versus renters that's coming over and just tearing up the neighborhood.
Right, and that's actually a perfect example of the three family we got because the three family that actually came after the three family came way after like our journey of I became a realtor. He was doing like the contracting, like working for other people, and then it turned into fixing a whole house. He quit his job. We actually shared that part of the journey too. No,
Yeah.
when you no.
Dang.
Did we? Yes, we did. It was when we first got our t-shirt business set up. We talked about it when we first set up our t-shirt business when we used to make the shirts by ourselves, but now we had to outsource that. But
we might jump back into making them ourselves just so we can be more personalized.
But we gotta kind of get. Man, I swear, if we once we get YouTube going the way we need it to go,
yeah,
like we could do that more often. But I was pretty much saying that to say once we got to the three family, it was like the neighborhood wasn't really.
Yeah.
Somebody would go look and be like, oh, But when you actually go and like go over there and kind of like just peek the scene, you see like people walking down the street and they like, oh, like they like, I'm so glad that y'all fixing this house. This lady been over here this many years, that lady been here this many years, I've been here this many years. And then you got people like, oh, we like you hooking that house up, like they happy to see the house coming back up. And it's so sad because it could be like right down the street. This is how it's so crazy how this neighborhood is. Literally, street over is like a whole different universe. Yes. And guess what? The same thing right on the opposite side, a whole nother universe. We literally in the middle of everything.
Yes, it's like you keep going down that way.
You gonna
not the house we live in right now, but our three family.
Oh yeah, right. Three family.
But it's like you keep going that way. Oh, you in the gutter. You go that way. Suburbs.
Literally.
Rent
200,000, 300,000, 400,000 house.
You can buy a house for the most fixed up house for about $25,000.
You think the most
At that
fixed up?
time?
Oh,
At that time,
back then.
it was like 30,000 house fixed up, move in ready. But you go that way,
maybe
200,000 easy. We did our first flip that way.
Right.
So it was like
we was right around the corner from comfort.
Yeah, and we literally was on the borderline, so it was like that house was perfect because it was like, shoot, when we market this boy, it's like really they getting that because they not really getting that because you got to drive down and go all the way over there to really get to that. Even though one street over look like that,
right.
but it ain't that. So.
Yeah.
And then when we did our first renovation, like after I quit my job and did the renovation for an investor, that was our first time because we was in this one city where don't nobody want to buy a house from.
But it's so crazy because that even happened after our first flip.
Yeah, but I'm saying when we was in that neighborhood, it was
it made us comfortable.
Yeah, because that was like crazy neighborhood where don't nobody want to. Well, we was told never buy a house in that city.
Right.
But when we was there renovating her, we like, dang, this street ain't that bad.
And we was over there late.
Yeah.
Dang, they're spending the night.
For real. And
like
then
he was over there even by himself.
Yeah, all night.
Yes.
Off of 5-hour energies. Not 5-hour energies, but the Monster energy drinks.
And nobody was messing with him.
So we like, dang, this one of them neighborhoods, this lady about to clean up because the taxes on this house only $300 because it's one of them cities. But the rent that they about to be getting from here gonna be crazy. So we like, we did it for them. We could do it for us. And that's when Mama T hit us up and was like, hey, we got this property that this lady want to sell. Can y'all go take some pictures on it? It was right after our anniversary. We got everything on video, y'all. This is crazy. We really documented like our journey. But the 3 family with the raccoons in it, we went to go take pictures of that house so she can post it on the market for sale. And the lady only wanted like a little amount. So we like, all right, pull up to the house. Look crazy as heck. Like, definitely got to make sure that thing on me. Right. The back door was wide open. The house looked crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Man. And then when we walked in it, I'm like, okay, let's keep on going. We got to step through, make sure we hear something. And then when we was walking through, I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This boy cool for that price. Like, I think we might need to snatch this boy. And then it still was just like that, ooh, I don't know, because it's that neighborhood. It's that city. Like, not even the neighborhood, it's that city. And it's like, it's the city that everybody say stay away from. But it's like, dang, it don't look that bad. So we like, all right, forget it. We'll probably not get it. Then we got to thinking about it more. So we went back over there, took more pictures, and we like, ooh, I think this might be the one because we can do that. We start doing numbers. Because that boy looked good for real on the inside. Like, it was dirty, stuff everywhere, but it's like, you can see the potential. Right. And it was like, oh yeah, this might be it right here. And we end up getting it with the same.
I just wanted to add too, this was after, like, this 3 family, the thought of getting this 3 family came after we ended up flipping a house pretty much. And we was like over the flipping for real, because it was kind of like, after doing all that work, which I know they say you're not really supposed to get invested into all the work you put into the house. That's why some people like to pay other people, because it's like, then you only got to feel like that. But the first house we did a flip, like, and we just was like, dang, after all that work, that house just gone. Man. Like, that house really just gone. Like, we actually did touches on the house, like, that we cared about.
Luxury too, though. Like, that was our first time doing, the vision of that house was in, like, our mind, but we never knew we can do it. Well, I don't know if I ain't gonna put that on you. But me, I'm like, dang, just looking at HGTV, right?
But we had to do them finishes for that
neighborhood. We
That's
had
what
to.
It seemed like.
So it's crazy how it worked out. So that's a video.
At that house, but we was trying to be investor minded.
Yes,
that
was a fat house.
Yes,
but the yard small as heck didn't match up. So it didn't really. We like, dang, it was to the point where it was like, we might as well keep it. Run out the house we in, because this is a brand new luxury house. Right. And it's like, the yard just didn't make sense. We got trailers and stuff.
And the taxes.
Yes. Taxes was crazy.
Once again, investor minded, we was like,
$5,000 a year.
This ain't even the kind of house we want. So we about to pay all these taxes And it ain't even the house we want. It's just nice and big.
Yeah. And it's like, really, it's too big.
Yes.
It's 5 bedrooms in here. It's 3 of us, 4 of us.
Man. So yeah, that just wanted to bring that up because we was basically like we really ain't feeling the flip strategy, and then that's when we end up moving towards like, okay, that's why that 3-family made a lot of sense.
Yes.
And then the 3-family made us end up starting to get drawn to small single families.
Yep, because it's like
then the hoarder house.
Yes. Because with that 3-family, we really did. That was 3 houses.
Yeah.
Literally 3 houses in one.
Right.
So we like, dang, all right, if we can do this, we dang sure can do this little house.
Oh my Lord. Ooh, time.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
But it's funny.
Yeah. Y'all know that was a crazy one. If anybody didn't see the Hoarder House series, y'all know that's what we on now. But if you didn't see the previous videos, you can go back and check those out.
Please check it out from the
And even how we talking about our first flip property. Like, we got videos on that too. We actually posted like a recap of that joint. I just want to warn y'all. It's a language. Excuse the language in that, because that's back when we had no filter and Ray had a real bad potty mouth at that time.
If y'all go watch this video, y'all gonna see who had a potty mouth, okay? But it's funny because did you share that? You shared clips from that or not?
I just the one clip when we first was walking in.
Right.
And that wasn't even the first. That was like after we were still doing a little work.
Yeah, so yeah, you kind of see some of our journey through even just going to our oldest videos and kind of working your way up. You can tell which videos are real estate, because that's actually funny, because we used to do a mixture. I'm not gonna lie, you want to know what my thought process was? So my thought process with YouTube was, oh my gosh, this would be so cool because we can kind of like share bits and pieces of our real estate life, so we can show people like, okay, you can do real estate. And then also I was thinking like, and we could do pranks, and we could do challenges to show them you can have fun too.
Right.
So it was like, oh, like fun and like business. So I'm like, that's so cool. We can inspire people. And it's so crazy because guess what? We was like, oh no, we are not about that prank life. We are not about that, all them little challenges and stuff. I don't know if it's our age changed or what.
I don't know.
But it was
like
instant.
That's those most starting to turn like cringe.
Yeah, it was
Super
like we
cringe.
look at our old videos, not all of them, but some of our like challenges and pranks. We look back and be like, oh my gosh, like we did that. But anyways, it's just funny how you can go in our past and see that we were sprinkling the real estate videos. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them videos that used to be on there is not on there no more.
Yeah.
But you could kind of see
like that timeline.
Yeah, you can even see when we did our our second eviction.
Yeah, excuse the language on there too.
Yeah, basically
we was mad.
Right.
That was like a rant.
The language on
our first terrible tenant.
Real estate videos outside of, because even on our 3-family, it was some language in the song, but he was talking about something though. Like he was talking about something, but you know.
Oh, Janine.
Oh, sorry,
just
y'all.
asked Mama. She said, I want to hang, but my eyes is calling sleep to come.
Aww.
I love you all good night. Hey,
thanks so much for joining. It's funny because
have a great night.
We was supposed to be getting our butt off like an hour ago.
Y'all. But hey,
we appreciate y'all.
Somebody ended up joining the live and then asked some questions. Got us from right back started.
Right, y'all sparked us. See, y'all be our spark sometimes too. You know?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of times.
Younger Flourish said, "Oh, y'all, I felt like somebody grandma watching that."
No.
I said, "Yes, not tired talking like that." That was bad. That's funny because I swear, right, when I posted that short, I like went back and I'm like, I'm saying some crazy stuff, and these like some no filter type. I'm like, oh no, this was funny. I was rolling, but I'm thinking like, how can we go back and like censor this? Because Ray was just letting it rip with those curse words.
Oh my babe, it's funny. I never have been like cusser like that, but it's funny because my mama She used to make sure I had like the CDs that ain't had no cussing. It might have been Pretty Ricky, but it was not the uncut version. But that's funny.
And then DW said, yeah, do like a master class on everything, and you can charge, and I will pay to learn how to how to choose houses to flip. Okay.
Oh wow.
We definitely been talking like that for a minute.
Dang, like, but what do people want? Dang, that's cool.
Right. All right, Miss Carmen. Good night. Have a blessed night. She said she enjoyed this.
Thanks for joining.
We enjoyed you for being here.
Yes, we truly appreciate all y'all for joining us.
It's fire that we can sit on here and chop it up with y'all.
Yes, like y'all have even kind of gave us some awareness, like just from y'all saying like, what do you look for, and shoot, how do you even go about thinking about what to buy? It's like I feel like we would be good candidates for that because it's like we only want to buy stuff that got equity. Like if it ain't got equity, it don't make sense.
Yeah, there's no way we buying it.
And even with Young and Flourishing, I'm not gonna lie, I think that's I don't know. What are y'all plans with y'all land? It seemed like y'all got a bunch of land. That would even be crazy to have like an RV type setup. Like people pay to come on y'all land with the RV because y'all got that. I remember y'all, I think, had like a beautiful water view, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Or it was like the neighbors or something. It was something going on. But it still was beautiful. But I was just thinking like, dang, that would even be raw.
Look, y'all gonna have to hit us on how y'all find y'all land.
Right though. Like where the flags?
Finance the land.
No, for real.
That's literally our next thing. I was just thinking like, dang.
Right, how to
do we
finance it?
Do we look for like the USDA?
Right.
Like, cause I've seen that. Cause I want some acres, man.
Cause like, we were thinking about
acres.
We found 12 acres with a house, with a well, with the
bando house too. So
right.
It was right up our alley. It
was oil.
No oil. It was oil fired. Like that furnace was like an oil fire furnace.
Right, but we were gonna do seller financing, but it was like the price they wanted. It made sense, but not all the way. So, yeah. I don't think that was the right one. I think it was something where it wasn't it for real.
Yeah, because it wasn't like 100%. It was nice as heck. Because it was like, oh yeah, we got acres, apple trees.
Right.
But it was like, the layout was just...
Not really.
It wasn't really us, but the house was us because it was a bando.
Us.
It was dang near like a big addition that they put on there that never got finished. Come on now, you know we're gonna finish that.
Right, and that we would have been on this boy. Like, guess what happened, y'all?
Man, and they said it was raccoons living in the attic.
Yes.
Bees.
Everything.
So it's like, oh yeah, you know, every house we get is some type of animal in that joint.
Man. But that would even be nice if anybody got any tips as far as like, look into this program when it comes to land.
When it comes to land, for sure. Rosie Rose said, I'm interested in becoming a realtor or take classes.
Oh, okay.
That's what's up. Hey, you got to make a little plug down there. See, Mama T, we got to start that brokerage. You got to start that brokerage, and then you could be holding classes.
Man, for real. It's crazy.
Rosie come down here in this joint.
I feel like being a realtor, that's something like anybody can kind of like get into that. I feel like they make it easy with those classes. Like if you could really just focus in, like I know I did the accelerated classes to just go ahead and get it out the way, but being a realtor, I feel like that's something like you can really get into easily if you just put your mind into it. Just like with being an inspector, it's like if you take the time and do the studies, you can get in there. I know the test was like, oh my God, but you can do it.
Yeah.
Like whatever you put your mind to, you can do for sure.
And you in Florida too, Rosie?
Yeah, oh my gosh, those commissions, it seems like those are, woo.
I know like different states be having a stricter what's the names too. I think California is probably harder to get your real estate license. They got a harder test.
Oh, they got a harder test? Oh, oops. But I still feel like it don't matter. Whatever you put your mind to, you can do. Like, even if the restrictions are a little different or if the test's harder, it's like, okay, study for
Yeah,
it.
it is what it is.
I know when I took the test, I think they had literally a booklet that pretty much outlined all the answers that was going to be in there. It's like, study what the answers going to be.
Mm-hmm.
But I know here they require, like, you take the course.
Yeah. As Carmen said, if it's for you, it'll be there. Just be patient. No, for sure.
No.
That's why
really.
we like, we ain't tripping. Because if it's meant to be, then it'll be.
Because I really be wanting to share when we went to go see this one land.
Man, that was fire. We went and seen a few
like
properties.
30 acres. No, 21 or something
25,
like that.
I think.
Yeah, it was like something like that. But beautiful.
Man.
Hilltop. Water. Like an
acre pond that was in front of that joint.
Fish. That was like, now it's crazy because I want the land to have that feeling.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's just I didn't like the electric towers over there. They had like electric towers, like
yeah. And then we ain't know where the land stopped, but I'm for sure 20 acres. We wouldn't walk. We walked all the way to that end of that joint. That wasn't no 20 acres. That was probably like that probably was 5 maybe, if that.
And we're gonna have to share the land journey with y'all too, because we already got a house. We got literally a whole walkthrough. We went to go see this 10-acre property. It had a house on it. Why they had a shootout in the house?
Yes,
with the
like
man.
bullet holes everywhere.
Yes. And it was like, I don't know. I feel like that land, that house might have had something on it. I don't know.
It was across the street from a cemetery.
Right.
And then the neighbor pulled up. It was weird. He pulled up.
He said it was his though. Right.
Like his family, something like that.
House.
Yeah, like back then.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. He was trying to tell. He probably was trying to scare us away from the property for real.
Right.
But he was like, oh yeah, you know they had like a shootout in that house. We ain't know, but going in there, oh, you could tell. He said they had like a standoff. Mm-hmm. Dude was up there in this room. It's bullet holes all in that joint.
What if he shot the house up?
Right. Like, I'm gonna tell this story.
Oh
bust the window out.
Right.
Like, let me make a scene.
Man, that's another thing that we trying to make sure we pay attention to. Because I know sometimes, you know, when you get into those areas, it be a lot of land and it don't be a lot of brown.
Uh-huh.
So it's sad that you got to think about stuff like that, but yeah. But anyways, we got that. We literally got the video for that.
Man. We
got the video for when we saw the 20 plus acres. Mm-hmm. We got the video for when we saw the 12. We got all these videos, y'all.
If I want to see that, should we post them joints?
Right. I wonder, should we post them?
I think we probably should, because it's like we getting too far away from them joints. Even though the kids, they was younger. Yeah. But it's funny, they still was with us.
They was so young. Oh my God.
We got to post that.
They was really, really young.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was raw though.
Wow.
And y'all first said, girl,
man,
Quay is not trying to share our property, but if he buy another one, he might. No, for sure, because that's how I'm gonna be. Like, I don't even want to see no neighbors.
I feel you, but we did, like, we were considering with the 12 acres. We were considering possibly doing like a little area on the hill where it was kind of like a getaway. But we end up talking about it too, like, ugh, that's kind of weird because when we get them our house address, and then, like, the concept is cool, but when you think about it, like, you just got strangers coming.
But just think about it. Shit, we living next to strangers.
True.
They got strangers coming on the regular.
Yeah.
But on our land, I think that's different because we inviting you.
To us.
Right.
Basically.
But with that house, it would have been cool because I was looking at that like maybe that can be like a starter for us. Mm-hmm. So it's like, boom, we can have that, build them cabins over there because the hillside, it was like 8 acres, but it was kind of like a hill. I'm like, boom, build some little A-frame tree houses or something. Rent them joints out, rent out this house. And that could have been like, you know, our rental property plus the other little short rentals or whatever. Because it's like our real plan, we just want more acres, view, you know, some.
Right.
Enough to create. With that one, we really couldn't create because it was like 8 of the acres was slope. Then the other, it wasn't ideal. That's right. Yeah. It wasn't.
Right.
Yo, person say, yeah, you can post those and be like, should we invest in this next?
Hello.
For real.
Like RV or land.
Right. RV people gonna be like, yeah, no, RV, get the RV.
I mean, I feel like with the RV, it's kind of like our house is with us, and it's like
Yeah.
whenever the land come along, it's like our RV
We
come
ready.
there. That's my thought process. But it's like I feel like at this point, whatever the universe sends our way that make the most sense, we gonna go that way. Right. Right.
Actually, yeah.
Who knows? No,
So y'all, there are so many possibilities, and you could fence it off so they want to have access to your house. Yeah. I was definitely thinking whatever land we get, I definitely want to like fence it off. Even if it's like a bunch, it's like, shoot, hey, we just gonna be out there building post by post like we did our fence here.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually look forward to that.
Me too.
I want to be able to say like, I don't know,
fencing off our land.
I don't really want to pay a bunch of people to just. I know with certain stuff it'd be nice to pay people to do, but
if we buy a new piece of machinery, because I ain't digging them holes by hand no more. And
well,
I ain't dragging
we ain't
that
gotta
machine.
buy it. We can rent it too.
No, I want to buy it.
No.
We got more
Look
projects.
at him.
See, Young Florida got that skid steer. Yeah. I'm trying to.
Oh dang! Y'all, y'all bought that?
Did y'all buy that skid steer?
Oh shoot! Hey. That's how people really be though.
Right now.
Like, hey friend.
Y'all using y'all skid steer this week?
That's funny as heck.
But it's funny because even like seeing Quay like trying to operate that boy, like that's how I was. We rented like the little tractor from Home Depot. And shoot, that's how I was trying to work that joint. Let Ray learn how to do it. Hey, we got it down pat after that. Oh, she said, no, y'all, somebody let us use it.
Oh shoot.
But look, they let you use it, you can let us use it. No, I'm just playing.
No,
it's funny because that's how people's stuff break.
No, for real. And then
like,
you be like, oh shoot.
I ain't tell you to get that to them.
Man. Oh my
God. That's funny. But I think, especially when we do our fence, we definitely gonna need one of them. Because they got the little auger on that joint. We just pop them holes, whop, whop. Then we gonna have to clear the driveway. So it's like, we gonna need that joint.
Man.
I can't wait to get that joint. I haven't rented one of them yet, just the tractor. And like the job we had coming up, I needed to rent one of them, but we ended up paying somebody else to do it.
Right.
Because they rented it already.
But that's so funny. Them just like big toys almost.
Man.
Man, your battery dead.
Nope. I need some water. My mouth dry. I need to blow my nose probably.
I got my water bottle.
Y'all ain't know Ray got me sick.
No, I didn't. Man, what's up with like when it's I don't know, like somebody in your house sick, then it kind of turned into a circle. Man. It was like, who got sick first? TJ got sick. Then Ava got sick. Then TJ and Ava were sick together. Then they got me sick.
Then all three of them were sick together. I was
all
cool.
Sick, right?
Then Ray, the only one, she got sick. Lost her voice.
No, I yelled. You know I yelled, and my voice really got messed up after I yelled.
Because you were sick.
I yelled while I was sick. It probably didn't make it no better.
Amplified it.
Yeah.
And she was gone. And guess what? After that, I'm like, I'm out working and stuff.
Oh
like,
my goodness. I'm going to let you have your little
snaps.
story.
My throat started tickling. Guess what? Last thing you know, I was talking like her.
I'm going to let you have
I'm
your
like,
little
man,
story.
that is crazy. Now I'm sick.
It's okay, man. Go ahead. Have your little story.
Crazy. First say good night, y'all. I enjoyed y'all live. Appreciate it.
Good night. We
enjoyed y'all, man.
Joining us.
Art Life with Jay said good night. You should have been asleep.
Right.
You got to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
it's
Jay.
12 o'clock. The big
Everybody tell him do his work.
Yes, you got homework. Did you do your homework, bro?
We need to get some pictures. We need to get some footage of them grades.
Right. We need to show that on live. You better go do your homework, bro. You better not have no homework that you need done. It should be done already. It's the last quarter. You got to finish strong, bro.
You can do it. You can do it.
If not, we stripping the art life from your name. It's just gonna say J.
And it can't be J-A-Y either. It gotta be J.
J-A
No,
or
it
E.
gotta be J.
Right. You can't even get the A-Y.
No other letters. Just a J.
Cop Cooper said, hi, what's cracking?
Hey.
What's going on?
What's up? What you up to? On this early morning, man.
12.
Oh, wait, it might not be. You know, everybody in different time zones.
Right, though. What time it is where y'all at? Whoever watching it?
Oh, my goodness. It's funny. You probably just reminded somebody like, what time? Oh,
Let me go to
get my
sleep.
butt on here.
What we supposed to be doing tomorrow? I don't even know. We got videos to edit.
Man.
What's tomorrow?
Man.
I'm going over probably to the hoarder house.
That's the only thing about when you operate your own business and you going off your own schedule.
Right, you got your own time.
You gotta dang near whoop your own butt to go to work. Or go, not whoop your butt, but like you gotta like
drag yourself out the house.
I won't even say drag yourself. It's like you gotta remind yourself of time. Like, oh dang, I guess I should go ahead and go work.
Right.
Like, oh dang. But it's weird too when work is at home and outside home. Because it's like, oh, it's stuff that need done at home and it's stuff that need done outside home.
Miss Carmen said keep some Lysol handy.
Ooh,
yeah,
yes.
They need a wiper down.
Man, it got to the point where we was just like spraying the couch down just to just because.
And that was for us not to get sick from the kids.
Man.
Because homeboy had a flu.
It was like washing every day, like trying to just get the germs out of here.
Right. They said 12:59. Cop Cooper said 12:59. Miss Carmen said 11:58. Dang.
Oh, okay.
You an hour bite.
You all right.
Art Life talking about you need to go to bed too. Not as much as you need to go to bed. I need to go blow my nose. Rosie said almost 1 a.m.
So, okay.
Mama T said, Jay, go find us some houses this weekend.
For real.
Right. Our Life with Jay, he be taking pictures of like new bills that's going up, sending it to us. Go find us some bandos. Matter of fact, yeah, I done gave him a bike. You got you a bike, bro. Go bike for dollars.
Bike for dollars.
Bike for dollars. Just don't go into no bad neighborhoods.
Man, right.
Just on your route home from school.
Stay in the public eye.
Kyle Cooper said, nope, it's 1 a.m. for me now.
Hey.
Hi, us too. I need to blow my nose. Now my nose running. I didn't talk about her being sick.
Oh, my.
Let me get up out of here. I'll be biting.
Oh, Lord. Everything's about to fall. But, yes. That's funny. Time flies when you're having fun. Y'all hear that? Like, let me leave him alone. But yes, y'all. So y'all got any plans? That's funny. It's dang near the weekend now.
Dang, it is.
Anybody got any plans?
We need to take the garbage out.
Our plan is wake up, work,
pass out,
work. That's funny. Work at home, work away from home.
Yeah. Either way, we working and getting something done. I'm ready to finish this hoarder house. I'm ready to go paint it. Paint it. We got tenants waiting on us.
Yeah.
People that want to move in. Oh, dang.
What?
Young Fortune probably gone, but she actually asked a question too. I had to go back to her question.
Oh, she said good night?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Dang. I think she actually asked how long we had to wait before we got a tenant in our house. The longest we had to wait.
It's funny because it's up and down.
What is the longest a house has sat without a tenant? Shoot, probably this one. No, Watson sat for like a month. When we first, after that second first tenant came out of there, we was waiting. We was trying to find us the best tenant we can.
Yeah, it might have been longer than that because it takes us time to actually fix up the house. And then I guess that's the thing too, when you're doing so much stuff on your own, like you managing the property, you fixing the property, it's like sometimes it's kind of like you almost be recuperating from what you just did. So then it'd be like, okay, we clean the house. Now we ready to promote the house. And then it can even be time where it's like, dang, maybe we should change the price a little bit. Maybe it's priced too high. So it'd be little stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the longest, I don't know. I feel like we had longer than that before.
It probably. I think it was that house over there, and that was like 2 months because I don't even think it was 2 months. I think it was
the three family is the one that set the longest without a tenant because it's so easy to get kind of like comfortable because it's still making money, but really you shouldn't get comfortable. But yeah.
Miss Carmen said we have the French Quarter Festival starting today and throughout the weekend.
Oh,
y'all
so
probably
cool.
about to hear bands, drumming, bang, 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 bang.
That's so cool.
Is it Mardi Gras? Or is it just the French Quarter Festival? I seen the video how they clean the French Quarter. It was pretty cool. Like they went down that boy with a spray truck. Spraying the whole streets down.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
New Orleans. Alright, so.
Babe's battery's dying.
No, it ain't. I'm Gucci now. Now I blew my nose.
Talking about snow.
But
what's the so?
I don't know. Did we have to ask another question? No, just the French Quarter Festival. Oh, okay. French Quarter, so.
Was that it?
I think so.
What you doing?
Looking at the French Quarter Festival.
Look.
French Quarter Festival 2025. Oh, snaps.
I'm curious.
Hey, okay. We see what's going on.
He's looking
at
it up.
Bands and stuff. Alright, they turned
That
up.
looks so cool. Oh
Oh
my goodness, there's a lot of people out there.
Actually,
They got like the footage from the French Quarter Festival on here. And they showing a bunch of people dancing. Look like they got bands and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody you're looking forward to performing? Because it looked like they got a lot of performances.
Celebrate the spirit of New Orleans.
That's cool.
Anybody else going to New Orleans or the Mardi Gras?
Right. That's so cool.
Okay, let me get a bite. She said, my son today.
Oh, wait, for real?
Like, turn up.
Like, I think she's saying her son performing. That's cool. Like, does he do like music or dancing, right? Because it looked like he was dancing, singing. That's so cool. Dang. I don't know why. I just had a flashback of when you performed. Like, it's funny.
That was fun. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, like Ty
I had a few
actually.
concerts.
Right. He was a performer back in his day.
A performer. That made me sound like I was a performer.
Like
I was dancing or something.
Well, no. I'm just saying, like, you was on whatever.
I was rapping. So I had a few little concerts. I ain't gonna lie, that was the funnest ever. You would think that somebody would get like stage fright. You see a bunch of people. No, that turned me up even more. Like, not even that, but just like, I don't know. I got a bunch of energy out of nowhere. My song dropped and I was on there performing it. I definitely do that. I see why people be like out performing all the time.
You better have some energy going to perform in front of people.
You rap. That's what's up.
Oh, okay.
What's his name?
It's funny because, well, not funny, but, you know, Ty actually raps too. But I be wondering, do a lot of people know that them actually your songs that be on videos?
Alright.
Maybe they catch on, maybe they don't. But it's funny because we were just talking about it the other day too. Like when he was younger, when we were younger, and we went and met with a rap manager. And it's funny because I was like, I don't know what I was, but I was like the interviewer or something. Because I had a whole notepad with a bunch of questions. Like, okay, so what you gonna do for him? Like, and he just really sitting there like, he really like the talent though, for real. He all lean back, right. And And I'm just like, okay, so, like, how are you going to promote him? Okay, who are your top artists? And it's funny because this man was, like, it seemed like he was probably like, oh, shoot.
Right.
Like, they
oh,
serious. And we was like 19, though. And I was just, like, trying to make sure he don't end up signing some garbage. And we was like 19. And it's funny because this dude, when it all was said and done, it was like, you would be crazy if you signed to this man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you did not do that. Because that would have been a hot mess. That's crazy. It'd be predatory people when it comes to rappers.
Yes. Mama T said, good night. Love y'all.
Good night. Thanks for
Love you
hanging
too.
with us. She probably like, this why y'all buzz be waking up late.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Oh, we get from you.
Sometimes we wake up late, sometimes we wake up early.
We get it from you, Mama T.
Right. Giddy said we get it from her.
Yeah.
Because she probably going to wake up at 3.
Right.
Shoot.
You can go back to sleep, wake up the time we wake up.
Like her grandchild.
Yep. Or like I said, Mr. Harper is taking us to Columbus. That's what's up this weekend.
Wait.
Hard like what Jay said that.
Oh, wow. Oh, DW said she gonna be doing some gardening.
Oh, snaps, okay. So what
And
kind of
then-
gardening? You planting some vegetables, fruits, flowers?
Oh, and love you too, Mama. Yeah, you mine. And what are y'all planning to do in Columbus?
Right.
I thought you was asleep. No,
Alright, you come on. You said good night an hour ago,
You
Jay.
gotta eat up.
You put these things up there.
Your grandson, oh, she gone.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandson. We about to eat some Joe boy.
Oh yeah.
What are you? Ooh, are you, I wonder if DW still here. If you still here, DW.
They probably
Like-
sleep. They probably falling asleep on their phone like.
But I'm just curious, like, what are you growing right now? I feel like we talked about this last time. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if we talked about it. I feel like we talked about.
We should have asked T when she was in here gardening stuff.
Cause I was trying to make sure I wasn't. No, because we haven't even been with T on live. I feel like we just was talking to somebody about them gardening though. But anyways, what you growing? I
Right.
can't wait till we start growing our own stuff because we literally, when I say we buy the same stuff every week.
Apples, peppers,
Apples, grapes, well, apples, red and green grapes,
cucumber, spinach.
tomatoes, spinach, mixed greens, which is like kale, spinach, and some arugula.
Yeah, what is we doing?
Onions, lemons,
Blackberries. We can get them from the house.
strawberries. Did we say strawberries?
Them boys growing in the hoarder house,
But-
backyard.
I feel like we could grow that stuff, but my thing is, could we grow it fast enough
I think so. Because
to
we
meet
would
our
have been did it.
needs?
We would have been did it. Because like when I grew that spinach, that was literally like we could have, like we was snipping that, put it on the salad, but we just
But we
need
grow
more
a
of
bunch
it.
of it, right?
Right. Because that
we
one plant,
need-
that was gone.
right, that was it. Yeah. Right.
And then having them boys just keep on, oh yeah, we just gotta turn out. It's just time. Maybe
Time.
we
Well,
need to pay the kids or something. I
we're
don't think
going
they
to
don't care.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Bring us back some
Okay.
what is it called? Seitan. Bring us back some Seitan. That's so cool. I know y'all gonna
Have everybody
fun.
on your bus watch our Columbus video so they can see where to go get something to eat or your teacher.
Right, that's so cool. I
Alright.
can't wait till we go on a field trip again.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Alright.
Look, I thought this was our video from Berkeley. Because we had to sand them steps. Look, we got shorts in there that we can make. But alright, y'all, we about to head out.
Yeah.
We about to eat on this Chipotle.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Rosie
Get some
said.
cherries, pineapples, mangoes, and kiwis.
Okay.
That
Oh, it's
sounds
funny. We
good.
used to have cherries too on our list for sure.
Right.
But it's like when the season out for us, like they get to tasting weird. Pineapple. I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared of pineapple because every time I eat it, I feel like it be cutting my tongue or something.
I want to get more into pineapple for like the benefits of it. I'm not a big pineapple person, but for the benefits that they say it gives, like oh my gosh, we had some pineapple carrot juice. Oh my gosh, so good.
Oh, that was.
That pineapple carrot
Oh, we need to
juice.
go get the pineapple.
Look at him. He said, "Hey, I risk it for the pineapple."
Damn,
carrot.
I take it back. I can't eat the pineapple by itself because
Yeah.
I really feel like it be cutting my tongue. My tongue be feeling like it got
the
cut.
acid probably.
I think it's. I looked it up. They said it's something that's in there that make it do that.
It seemed like it would be the acid.
Something,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
And kiwis definitely hit too. But I feel like every time we get it, it end up either going bad. It be in the back of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So everybody eat the fruit that's in the front, and then you get to the back after that fruit gone and be like, dang, a whole jar of dang on kiwi gone.
I used to really love the kiwis. I don't know what happened. I wonder, is it just like at our store?
Probably.
Maybe they just don't have a good batch.
Well,
like,
no, because they be
getting
sitting.
the golden ones.
Yeah,
remember?
the kiwi gold, them boys nice and
Nah,
sweet.
the kiwi golden one. It might just be a sugar issue for me. I might be looking for a super sweetness.
Probably.
But the golden ones, I don't even know. Are those considered to be real?
Right, though, or they GMO,
Man.
genetically modified.
And
Rosie
then Rosie
said,
Rose said,
visited a new theme park at Universal Studios before the opening. Hey, that's
what
what's up.
like what kind is it? Like, oh, it's a new theme park. What, like, is it a certain theme? Because Universal Studios, I'm not gonna lie, like we actually shared a video of Universal Studios.
Yep.
When we went, and wow, it was so beautiful. Like that was really pretty. I just couldn't get past like how we couldn't really get on a lot of rides. It was kind of like it was more so cool to look at because the lines were so long.
And
like,
then some of them was just big. The kids was small for real.
Right.
I ain't no big roller coaster person. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. So it's like, I ain't gotta get on there.
Right. So it was it was cool to see. We got on one water ride. Oh my gosh, me and Ava ended up soaked.
Man.
And she was crying.
Yes.
She was uncomfortable.
But she really wanted to get on it.
Yep.
And they was walking the whole time like penguins.
Mm-hmm. Almost fell in the water because we had to step into the boat.
Dang. We should drop a link to that video. Because we actually went somewhere too called Discovery Cove. Have you ever been to Discovery Cove?
Right,
that's a good place to go right there. And then DW said vegetables and flowers, we do it all.
Hey.
Roses and I'm gonna say that right. I'm gonna let you say that word. And tomatoes, okra, carrots, strawberries, and all kinds of herbs. I feel like one of the words is silent.
So funny. Ooh, okra.
Look, she a little okra head. I ain't messing
got
with
some
okra.
okra too. But wow, that is so cool. Like we gonna have to get some tips or something.
Yeah, so like we really, so I did a grow previously, and I literally have all my dirt still. I got like, when I was growing, I grew out of, I got, what is them like? I think they like 20-gallon buckets. They big flower pots. I grew out of 2 of them. I had some totes. I got like 2 totes I had. So I literally got all that dirt still. Because after my grow, I was like, all right, I'm not even going to grow no more yet. Because it takes time. I like to kind of baby it. I want to make sure our stuff is the purest. And make sure
it ain't rushed through.
Right, it ain't rushed through. I got to make sure it ain't too many bugs. So we was growing it in the inside.
Right.
But now I'm seeing that people like, man, just stick it outside. So I'm going to start it in the house and grow it there. Like, even when we had our spinach and stuff, we grew that inside. So now I think I might just start them in the inside and then just take them out and just plant them joints and block off the dog. And just let nature take its course, because we've been getting a lot of rain and it been a little bit too cold too, so they probably would have froze. I just seen T post a video like, remember I was just saying, like, I was watching her video and she had her, what's her name outside?
Oh dang.
She made an upcoming video like, Yeah, they gonna freeze. It's still freezing, so don't.
Did you
Oh, okay.
comment?
No, I ain't really get to watch the full video. I seen it when we was
Oh,
about to hop on
saved
live.
it. Oh, dang.
So I'm like, should we watch it later? But they're
Yeah.
saying like, don't play it yet because it's still freezing, and which it is. It starts snowing.
That's crazy how it is.
Um, Rosie said Mario for sure, and some more. It's not open yet, so no videos.
Okay.
I know that is what's that word is. I know the word in my head, but looking at it
like
makes me say
hyacinth.
yeah, but it's probably I know the
Hyacinth.
dang. I was about to say, oh, how you say it?
Art Life Joy.
Right, he got everybody. Said everybody watched it. We did in class.
That's actually pretty cool.
Right. He probably in there like, yeah. See, you see me.
Right. Let us know if they ever want. You know how they have the entrepreneur days. If they ever want
career
somebody
day
from real estate. Yeah, I said entrepreneur days. I mean career day.
We can come in there on 2 different angles: real estate, social media. You know, everybody, all the kids want to pick up a camera and vlog, even though they ain't doing nothing.
Right, and our videos not like they used to be, so they could actually probably watch them
and learning something too. Right? No, we actually. No, see, that's why we need to go back on our old stuff and censor out.
We can't really watch our old videos.
Back then, y'all, it was just.
That's funny how sometimes people will equate that with freedom, which you pretty much being able to say like all that.
Yeah.
But when you really think of it from
freedom.
a bigger perspective,
Right.
it's like you can be able to reach more audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Like a kid can watch our videos and see the kids.
Right.
Without their parents feeling like, oh no, you're gonna hear this.
Right. You can't watch this video with us. We want our content to be like, oh, we can watch this with our kids. And that's how our content is. Until you start going a little further back. Because it's just the language. It ain't like we wasn't doing nothing too crazy.
And we weren't thinking about it.
Yeah,
it was more so like, oh, that's what it is. Because it's funny, even with your music, it's funny just how over time you just change some things up.
Because like even with my music, I don't even like cussing in my music no more because the kids be right there and they love listening to it. And my son, he a little sneaky. He want to cuss.
I don't know why some kids is just they want to like it's almost like ooh that's what adults be doing. I want to do it too.
Right.
That seems so cool. They get to do it. Should we make some chips?
Ooh, look right. That's in trouble. It's going down low. Ooh, some chips with some Chipotle. Y'all ever make chips out of tortilla chips?
Yeah. Ooh. I am so happy that we do that now. Cause it's funny.
We can make some barbecue hot chips. The kids sleep. They been gonna mess around and smell it.
Right.
And they gonna wake up like, can I get some pretzels? AKA what y'all cooking? And then they gonna come in here like, good morning.
Right.
Like, oh, get up out of here.
Oh, it ain't no morning time.
It's funny.
Look outside before you come in here.
Well, all right, y'all, for real this time.
Yeah, I think
we about to head out. I'm not gonna lie, we want some more tips on growing because I still need that couple more kicks from Miss Carmen, Rosie. We need that. When is the next live? Miss Carmen said. I ain't gonna lie, I'm thinking like if we should start doing them on Thursdays.
For real, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like
it worked out for a lot of people too.
And we just got to get on a little earlier too. Even though, like we on a late walk now, it was still people coming in, but it was probably still some people we missed because they go to sleep earlier or something like that. So we really want to try to start coming on at like probably like 7:30 because we be getting off of Roberto at 7.
Right, we be in class at 6.
So,
sometimes it go overtime though. Cause today it went overtime to about 7:40. It seemed like.
Dang.
Did it? I don't know.
I don't know. I know that like probably though.
But yeah, we just been trying to learn like different tips and stuff.
So we might do them on Thursday because we can learn tips and boom, hop on live and ask some questions, get some feedback from y'all.
But the only thing is, I'm curious, how would y'all feel about? Basically, it would kind of slow the videos down though, because it would be like us going live will cause us to not upload a new video. But it's weird because it helps us.
Yeah, and we can talk about the previous videos too. And that'll kind of not really give us a break because
we still gotta get back.
Right. I think when we could do a live like today,
Mhm.
our next video into Sunday. So now we got 2 days to edit. That means we should be having 2 videos in a whole. That's the Sunday and Tuesday video.
Mhm.
Then Tuesday, we probably Tuesday. So now we didn't edit those 2 videos for the whole week.
Mhm.
And we going live Thursday.
Mhm.
So then again, it start again on that weekend. Bam. Those 2 days we can edit. Post a new video Sunday.
But I mean, too, I guess I could also think about it too. If we do still, like, we still could try to figure out a way to maybe even have a video come out and then maybe we watch it premiere with y'all
All right.
and then come on live after. Because I'm just thinking about by us being so behind with our videos, still trying to keep that traction.
But even with the lives, it's like
sometimes we don't be having a video ready.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
And at least it be real time when we on live because we really get to chop it up with y'all. Let us know how y'all think about the previous videos, if they was good, entertaining.
Because we actually thought about this at one point too. I actually remember, I think Miss Carmen was there too. Like if we should do every other week, so we can. I don't. Do it seem like too much to do every week?
I mean, like, that's like saying it's too much if we post a video.
Like,
if you think about it,
right? True. Because it feels cool to kind of catch up.
Topics. Yeah, and then we get to. They get to ask us questions. I really like that. How today, like this was a nice live because I love when people ask us questions and we get to answer them.
Right. So, because sometimes I guess it could end up feeling like, oh dang, do it seem like we don't be wanting to seem like we just talking to ourselves, like we really talking to y'all too. so
it's,
I mean,
we just love that
when that. I guess should we go live next Thursday or should we do the next Thursday?
Every other.
Like
good night, Rosie.
Good night. Like should we do every other Thursday?
Yep. So Miss Carmen, it is Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. That's when we post.
Yep. And we have had a couple instances where the video came out at literally 12 a.m.
Yeah.
But we really don't want to do that. Like we really want to have the video posted at least by 9. Like that's what we really want. But once again, it's just time management.
Yeah.
Cause time be flying when you having fun.
She said I like Thursdays and Sundays.
For lives? Okay. So.
Or even if we have a short video, maybe we could post that and then still alive. If we post it early.
Right. What's your favorite time to watch videos, like YouTube videos? But I guess it's funny because it's like, shoot. Oh, and blessings to you too. I didn't know she said God bless y'all.
Yes. And blessings to you as well. God bless you.
Why you say it like that? Oh, yes.
I forgot. Cause it's funny because I'm thinking about a bunch of stuff. So I was like, oh, good night. And I didn't want you to, I kind of cut you off too. So I was trying to, you know what I'm saying, get them a good night before they actually picked off.
Yes. But even if y'all got some times y'all prefer, like, we just trying to get this down pat because we really want to figure YouTube out. Like, we understand what YouTube can be, and it's just funny. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like we figured it
out. PW said I watch it whenever I can get them. Everyone has different schedules. Yes.
Right.
Sundays are good to watch.
Sundays.
And we had a few other people say that too. Like Sunday was they watch that.
Right, yeah, because it's like a slow day. Usually people ain't got much to do.
Oh, I think that was Miss Carmen.
Because I'm not even going to lie. Even with me, like I'm the type, I listen to stuff while I'm washing dishes. Or like, I usually listen to stuff and watch stuff while I'm doing stuff.
Me too. Like,
until at night when we sit down, it'd be like, okay.
Yeah, let's watch something.
Yeah.
And that's when we pop something on.
So I guess we just gotta pay attention to how do, like in reality, what
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank y'all so much.
Yes, really appreciate y'all. We wish everybody have a good night. Appreciate y'all sticking it in with us. If y'all still here, make sure you click the like button.
Please, we always be forgetting.
Yes, and even when y'all watching the videos,
conversation.
right? Even though we know the people y'all watching, y'all already be liking our videos, but
and a lot
feel
of
free
people
to like them. Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right. Adios, amigos.
Good night. So long.
Farewell to you, my friend.
Goodbye.
Hey,
For
for now.
we might get
Oh, Eric remixing. Good night. Good night. Don't let that bed buzz bite.